so I wanted to.
Heads up! I just started recording.
Hell yeah!
Are we going to Zoom?
Are we doing this on Zoom or?
I prefer.
If we're doing our videos, usually Zoom runs easier, but it's up to you guys. I don't care. Like, whatever makes it easier.
Videos make my Discord crash after a while.
Well, then get a better.
I did.
Damn. So we are moving to Zoom.
Can someone set one up? Because
if you give me 2 seconds, I can make one.
Okay, I'll do you better. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Try me.
Okay, I just gotta hop on.
Zai, let me see the 360 of the hair.
Oh.
Get it, Zai.
Yeah, my girlfriend's black now. She has a plate at the cookout.
Your girlfriend?
My fiance. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting, honestly.
I know. I tease.
I'm sorry.
I do. I'm like my boyfriend. Fuck my fiance.
Fiance.
My last 2 brain cells.
Dude.
Yeah.
Steven, you'll be glad to hear this since you hated it so much. My Encanto TikTok I made making fun of white people got taken down because someone reported it for harassment and bullying.
Are you serious?
But I appealed it and got it back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Told me that the man.
So tomorrow I'm gonna make another one to piss off even more white people.
Yes, Mariano!
No, people do it wrong, dude. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. You can't see my legs, but it's out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in.
And then do like the little fancy one that he does after.
I'm tired of white people. Anyway.
So fast.
That right on the bus.
Oh yeah, Mariano's on. No wait, so Ole, Mark Wahlberg's on his way.
Oh, fucking Mark Wahlberg, goddamn.
I had to think of the whitest name, and that was the name that popped up to me that fit within the beats.
Hi.
Hi.
Grayson Grayback is not a whiter name.
How you doing?
I needed to do one people recognized.
That's a higher name.
Wait a minute. Look at my phone. 360, 360.
Hello, Adri.
Hello.
You look so nice.
I like it. I like it.
Kiyosh's funeral.
I'm wearing black for the funeral. So
Yeah.
Alright,
see how that goes.
Does everyone have their death speech prepared? Oh, okay, we're hopping to Zoom. Never mind. Bye.
I'm not ready at all. I'm so scared.
I'm putting stuff in the fridge right now, so I'm not ready.
Wow.
Just out of reach. Betrothed to another.
Another.
Hear him now. He says, "Not a sound out of."
That lady would be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do it. We should do a casting of our Danganronpa crew as Encanto characters.
Yeah.
Because we all know that, like, deep in our hearts.
Nathaniel would be Bruno.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, no.
We don't talk about facts, son. But
You don't talk about Logan. No,
I think Victor is Felix and Keon is Peppa.
Oh my fucking god.
So true. You know about that ship? About the Victor Keon ship?
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Vaguely about
Recording
it.
in progress.
I'm sure I missed tons.
Kat, Torbjorn is the guy who grew a gut, just like he said.
Oh.
Rude.
I feel like Camilio is like a combination of Victor and Keonch.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying you guys are the parents.
Yeah.
No,
Are you
Gehi
casting
is that
yourself,
one little
guys?
kid in the village who drinks a lot of coffee.
Guys, hear me out. Camilo, lady.
Lady.
Oh.
Oh.
Where are the wait?
Hey, Jessica, I love your hair.
Thank you. I just did it today.
I watched.
did.
Wow.
There.
Thanks for helping, Logan. Sam.
I did watch.
I like really love that.
Contributed.
Base it off the Nintendo Switch. Was that like the goal?
No, I just thought I want to do Todoroki, but white is very difficult to get, so I'm gonna do blue instead.
And then we were playing Switch, and we're like, oh look.
Jessica Sims for daddy issues.
Oh, so fucking true.
Oh shit.
Not
No,
wrong.
literally,
Literally,
Zai, shut up. Literally, Zai, shut up. Look at this campaign. None of us can talk.
Hey, Danica has mommy issues.
Yeah.
I like women.
Don't discriminate.
Logan has
Children has a fantastic relationship
Joy,
with his dad.
Joy, women can have daddy issues too.
Whoa, way to be misogynist. Been hanging out with Gray a little
Grayback's
bit.
and Grayback much?
Wait, is not having
I like women.
Lady Grayback?
Oh no, it's
Hay.
Lady Lilac back.
Oh,
Lady Lilac.
There is no lilac back.
Well, lady's the first.
Hey, the test said I was blueback, and I'm actually kind of upset about it.
Yeah, wait a minute. And you say you don't have daddy issues? That's basically the whole blueback arc.
Oh, that's funny.
Yo, you can't have daddy issues if you don't have a dad.
Exactly.
Precisely.
Because that's how that works.
It's not me. It's my character.
Well,
Not me.
time to kill my patients.
Ryan, you look like you're in so much pain.
Joy just looked at me with the most concerned look in her eyes, and I'm just like, it's not me. It's Logan.
I look like I'm in pain.
Yeah, you were just sitting back with like the most pained look I've ever seen on your face.
That's just my face.
Honestly, what a mood.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, y'all. I'm
Show
excited.
everyone my phone case.
Okay, everyone shut up and look at Joy's phone case.
Did I show everyone my phone case? I don't remember.
I love it.
And like it's like a you moved for the camera.
So cute.
That is all. That is all. I just want to make
Oh, wait,
sure.
Zai, let me give you host powers.
That's okay. I mean, if it's recording, I don't need it.
Test. Cool.
Just
It's
in
working.
case. Just in case you need to like, make a breakout room or something.
Yeah, I won't need to. The reason I needed to do it last time was because of investigation stuff.
I'm still going to.
Yeah. And I'm not going to bother with audio today because this is an intense client.
Hi, just doing a quick sound check. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Let me do a little
It feels so special whenever I get quoted.
I know, right?
yeah.
That's just such a special little deal.
Sometimes
I like women. It's really funny.
I like women.
Go Queen. Icon.
Wait, someone quote me on this. Sometimes I say intentionally stupid things to get quoted.
It's too much hype.
It's meta.
I'm not going to quote you.
It's meta.
Someone
Don't
quote me
get
the same
quoted.
line.
All right. Let me do a really quick Koro Sensei style roll call.
No!
Wait, hold on. Where's the music? I'm gonna pull it up.
No!
No, don't you dare. I'll start crying.
Asimo Toreka.
Oh my god, you have to. It's so
Anyway,
good. That's an excellent one.
Xavier,
Hello.
Lady,
Hello.
Torbjorn,
Yo.
Mason,
Present.
Araya,
Hello.
Keonch,
Here.
Logan.
Right here!
Oh god.
Okay, thanks, Mickey. Eric,
That was so
I am alive.
Leah,
Greetings.
Victor,
Here.
Nathaniel.
Doing laundry.
Wow, rude. Danica. Oh
Dead.
wait.
Wow.
Not cool. Not cool, bro.
That's the last thought in her mind was that music.
That's how I want to go, honestly.
Yeah. God damn.
I'm allergic to
This is why you guys are married, because you guys are two dumbasses.
Just imagine surrounded by loved ones, and just as you're drifting off to that eternal sleep.
So dumb.
Zai, can I request that
bread! Let's get this bread.
during Victor's execution, instead of playing the usual execution song, can you play Specialist?
You are very confident that you'll have an execution, Victor. Why is that? Sips tea. Baguette.
It'd be fun.
Really quick question: Is Nathaniel going to be on your monitor, Vic?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not waiting for like another video to pop in.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Is this everyone?
Yeah. Mary's just doing some quick laundry, but everyone's here.
All the survivors.
Everyone's here. Da-da, da-da, da-da.
There is your Waluigi. Everyone is here.
Our numbers
Dude, I'm glad
are
Waluigi wasn't included.
dwindling.
Fuck Waluigi.
How could you say that?
Dude, Waluigi was my
I forgot.
worst
Zai.
team Mario Strikers.
Zai, I made something for you.
Oh god. Is it a Wojak for Danica?
It's not a Wojak. No, it's.
I think Joy's about to do ASMR.
I misremembered how many people were left, and for some reason in my brain I thought it was 7. So I made the fucking septet.
Xavier jumped the fucking gun, dude.
That's really cool.
I made the fuck you septet. I'll put it in general.
Oh no.
Can anyone hear me?
Hold on, I can hear you.
Hear you guys. Oh Jesus, I wish we couldn't.
Hi. Before we start, I want to take a quick poll. So raise your hand if you think your character's gonna die. Yeah.
Alright, put your hand down. Put your hand down,
Monokuma could die.
Fuck you. Put your hand down.
I think so as well.
Kill the bear. Kill the bear.
Kill the bear. Kill the bear.
Hey, Zai. Hey, I have a legitimate question. Zai, how would you feel if we killed Monokuma and retconned in Monami as our headmaster?
I love Monami.
Monami. Technically, Monokuma would be guilty of coercion on all accounts, and none of us would be as liable as Monokuma for these murders.
Actually, it wouldn't be Monokuma, it would be the mastermind.
Well, yes, of course, but I don't know who the mastermind is, so I'm saying Monokuma as a placeholder.
So, Zai, if Monokuma doesn't show up for the first 15 minutes, we can leave, right? We're all good?
Hey, Monokuma's fucking here. Whoa, wait, was that it? Are you saying Nathaniel is... Oh, okay. I was like,
Hold on.
Daniel has to use the bathroom like everyone else.
I'm going to request a quick moment of silence while I play the fuck you septet so it's on the recording.
Joy just picked up a rock that's sitting on my desk and goes, "Are these drugs?"
Why do you have a rock on your desk?
My mommy gave it to me. It has a metal plate in it that says gratitude.
I don't know. It looked like drugs from far away.
All right.
Drugs for
Before
gratitude.
we get this trial started, let us have a moment of silence as we play Danica's national anthem.
Yeah,
the fuck you septet. Yes.
Real quiet. I'll let you know when it's done. Fuck you.
Do you need permission or anything?
Should we raise our middle fingers for Danica?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. It's done.
Thank you.
So confused.
Did it play?
I can't play it through the Zoom because I don't have host permission. So
I just asked you need permission.
I played it on my end, so it'll be in the recording.
Well, I asked if you needed permission, and you.
I don't know how to.
No. He's recording through OBS.
I just played it for me and Joy.
So he's got it. But okay.
The protagonists have heard it.
Trial time.
Their audio.
Let's get started.
It's trial times.
God.
So, for there's this one. There's a lot of things that need to be answered, and in order to make it a little less confusing, there are just like it's a small little few questions Monokuma's gonna throw out at you guys, kind of like the style of the game, where it's like, fucking talk about this. Especially since you didn't get a Monokuma file. So, all of you meet up. At Monokuma directs you to meet up at the lake on the dock. Everyone gets there, and there are boats for each of you in pairings to be shipped out. When you get to the middle of the lake, like a fucking bathtub drain, it opens up, and you go underneath the lake to a specialized trial room created just for this campground. And Nathaniel, are you here? You are here. You're gonna love this. All around, you're like in a cage basically, and all around the glass is a wide variety of cages of cryptids. All around this trial room.
I'm sorry, Zai. What?
Anyway, so everyone comes to their positions. There's a nice, beautiful little banner of like a big red X over Danica's face because she is gone. And Monokuma gets started for the trial. Let me get my timer all ready and set.
Zai,
Yes.
while you're doing that, did we pass Lucy and her children on the way down?
No.
Sad. All right.
Yeah.
Are they
all
in
right.
cages?
No,
They're not down there. All right, everyone. So I will start the timer after I say, and what I'm gonna do is copy each question and put it into the general chat for Zoom so you guys can see it.
Oh, for Zoom.
All right, everyone. The first thing Monokuma poses to you is,
Well, as you know, you didn't get your usual Monokuma file, so I think the easiest way to start this off is to very specifically talk about the injuries that Danica received. Nothing else. Just that.
Alright, I have a document that I've written out, and I'd like to hand out the autopsy report to all of you. Is that alright?
No. Yeah.
Yes, please, Doctor.
Alright. Here is the updated autopsy report.
Wait.
And I'm going to send it into important shiz, if that's okay, Zai?
yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I don't know how you wrote this down.
It's very long. Remember, I said that I was writing it down in my notepad?
Oh, that's right.
And then I had Nathaniel take my notepad, and he copied it, remember?
That is correct.
Yeah. I thought through, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That is the autopsy report.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read through it just to describe each thing.
Fia Roselia kind of like starts like looking through her own pages. There were several injuries that came onto Danica's bodies, and we've already deduced where a number of them have come from. However, we'll talk about that later. Initially, we're just going to talk about the injuries that she sustained. First, there were injuries to her rib cage, and these are not in order, the order that she received them. We are not aware of the order that she received them. First, she received injuries on her rib cage. There are very clear rows of razor-sharp teeth, bite mark on her ribs, both sides. The deepest one looks like she was bitten like a candy bar, like she was bitten by a fully grown man-eating plant, some of which we still had in our possession. Now, it seems that Monokuma has told us that someone requested that he expand the plant to its full size so that it wouldn't have to slowly grow over time. Additionally, on her right side and arm, there was a very deep, long slash that left visible muscle tissue hanging out of her right side. Upon that area, there is internal bleeding, which led to internalized hemorrhaging all throughout the inside of her body and was evident up through her neck. If her right hand... that's later. On her right leg, there is a poisonous arrow that was quite not too dissimilar to this arrow, and Fia Roselia is going to hold up a rounded, blunted, poisonous arrow that struck me in the leg. However, this one, and she pulls out another arrow that is pointed and sharp, struck Danica in the leg. It struck her right in her leg. I believe it was her right leg, yes. And
Talk more specifically about the injuries and how she received them.
Okay, sorry. The injury is an arrow right into her leg, and
Logan raises his hand.
Yes?
It was poison tipped?
Yes, it was poison tipped.
What color was the poison?
Talk more specifically about the injuries first.
Okay.
Yeah. The injury specifically caused her to let out a great deal of blood, and the poison did infect her bloodstream. To answer the question, it was the same poison as the spider cryptid. On her face, her pupils were dilated from said poison, and as previously stated, there was blood filling her throat. She was coughing up poison and vomit, also blood from the internalized hemorrhaging. On the back of her neck, there were third-degree burns on her entire back, but we could only really notice on the back of her neck at first. And the jetpack upon her back also sustained many damages that fall in line with the injury, so I've included it in the autopsy report, despite it not being injury-based. We can go over that later.
Ew. Okay. Gross.
Okay. The spider venom. What color was it? Just want to be sure.
Zai, what color was the venom?
Green.
Green.
It was green. We have 2 arrows here. One that injected itself into me, and one that injected itself into Danica. If you would like to look, I will pass them around, and she passes the arrows over to Logan.
Okay.
Zai, at this point, Mason is going to take out an arrow that he has, and I would like to compare it to the arrow that Fia has.
Remember very specifically what you have when you say an arrow.
Oh, I have the front half of an arrow. So I have the tip, and I have I'm assuming there's a little bit of a stick that was broken.
Yes.
So I would like to compare it with these arrows.
The other person who mentioned that they have a secondary arrow, do you have a full arrow?
Sorry, me?
Someone mentioned they had an arrow, but is it a full arrow or is it a part of an arrow?
I have the other half. I have the back half of an arrow, but I didn't mention anything yet.
Right.
Okay. Well.
Keanu would also he would pull out like a group of arrows that he found, kind of like put them down, and he'd be like, "I found this at the campground. They are all blunted."
They're blunted.
Okay.
At the campfire.
I can make a guess of where some of the arrows were shot. Me and Torb found on I think it was the western side.
It was the
east.
east.
That is relative to the next question, so Monokuma is going to ask the next question.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
Who-
Zai, real quick. My notes for the investigation did not save, so that's fun. Just a heads up that I'm gonna have to go off my memory.
Okay, the person you investigated with should have had notes as well, so anytime you need clarification, they should have that information. I also have down which pieces of evidence you got and which ones you didn't, so don't worry about that.
Cool.
Because you're West Forest, yeah. Yeah. The next question that Monocum asks is, well, now you've determined what the injuries are. How did you receive them? Who could have caused each injury?
Okay.
Start from the top.
And remember to keep on track with the questions. Everything will be answered. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm led to believe that her, at least on her right side, from information that Lady actually found in the center forest, there was some sort of scuffle where there was a blood splatter by a tree. If she was facing with her back to the tree, then it would be that whatever struck in such a way that it would strike her right side and would splatter the blood, well, would have happened in that location. And from what we could identify, we have a suspicion that a monocub could have potentially done that injury. There's currently no other...
Weird acrobat one. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Sorry, Lex.
Yes, the Gahi one. Good catch, Lady.
Thank you. Thanks.
The ribcage injuries were caused by a man-eating plant that was found in a gorge. The same plant that I rescued Fia Visalia from. I investigated it shortly after Danica's death.
Danica saved me from being eaten by that plant and took the hit instead. Also, I think the arrow might have come from the same direction at a different time.
The scorch marks on her back were from a fireball.
Mhm.
She took the hit. She shielded somebody else.
Who did she shield, Torbjorn?
Did I write it?
Do we know? I don't think we know.
I don't believe we have any susses on that.
The flames were from Mono Giselle.
Well,
yes. Oh, the explosion. That was me. She took the. I accidentally stepped on the core of a defeated Mono Giselle, and as a result, she pushed me off of her body, Mono Giselle's, grabbed the explosive, and flew away with it.
we found the core in the center forest, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I should mention, because I don't think it would be hidden, Xavier has the corpse of Mono Giselle with him.
Oh.
Just like with him, like
Just
slung
with
over
him.
his shoulder or something?
Just like on his shoulder, yeah.
Lugging it over.
Okay.
Why?
Damn.
I have an additional.
I don't know why you kept that thing with you, but all right.
I have an additional piece of information that I believe is relevant. I was, as I previously stated, I was struck with a poisonous arrow in my leg. Hence, and she is going to like stand up and like put her leg on the on like the plaque, and like right here on her leg.
Twice, man.
Yes, Doctor, go on.
It's evidence, bro. So she points out her leg. She has like bandaging around her leg, like right here. And right at that point, she starts unbandaging her leg. And you can see that there's like a blunted injury on her leg that has been disinfected and covered with several bandages. I was struck with one of the rounder poison-tipped arrows that Keonch found in the near the campfire, and I was struck with it while I was running through the west forest. Now, this arrow struck me, which caused me to fall into the ravine that Xavier previously said that I was saved from. So, it is possible that she was struck by one of these arrows in the west forest.
That would. Markings I found, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what led me to this conclusion, but things that I found led me to believe that I think it was the broken arrow was intended for someone else, but struck a different target, leading me to believe that it was it was the arrow that struck Danica.
Again,
the arrow that struck Danica, the other half of it was in a boat in the lake.
Oh, okay. Never mind. As far as where some of the arrows might have come from, there was a big tree on the eastern side of the forest where you have a view of most of the campgrounds, and by the tree was an arrow, some poison in a vial, or some residue, and pink hair.
It wasn't an arrow, it was an empty quiver.
Empty quiver, my bad. And some pink hair left on a branch.
Well, 3 guesses as to who that belongs to. Looks at Araya.
Yeah.
He does not like sound pleased.
So Araya's the killer.
Have each of the injuries
We don't know that
been at least somewhat assumed to how Danica may have received them?
Yes, I do believe we've discussed each of the injuries.
Well, the right side still hasn't. There's not exactly evidence. It was just a theory.
Oh yeah, the right side slash.
Because we don't have any witnesses for any events that might have happened there, so it's completely
in the central forest.
Lady's raising her hand.
Lady has something to say.
Yes, lady.
Thank you for that. Wonderful. Okay. So about like the slashes on her right side or whatever, the Acrobat Mono Club had like knife hands, so that's how it happened. I'm like 90% sure.
It had what?
It is what you're wrong.
I didn't hear what.
Knife hands.
Okay.
Yes, it did have knife hands, but we didn't find any evidence that specifically was what caused that injury. However, it's the only form of information that we've come to any conclusion. If there's any witnesses, perhaps of any of the events in the Center Forest, Nathaniel.
Well, I did not witness any of these events in the Center Forest, but I do think it is worth pointing out that Danica and her jetpack, her jetpack
This
may
isn't
have
related
caused,
to the injuries.
It's Myron's
may have
jetpack.
caused these injuries. So I think we should speak about this.
Well, I don't think the jetpack is related to the right side injury.
But we inspected the jetpack. We will discuss the jetpack later.
Oh wait, I have another thing.
Oh.
Sorry. Not sorry. Anyway, did she have any like burns on her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, her back.
Cool, funky, fresh. Love to see it. Okay, so here's the thesis. Whenever Victor and I were investigating, and like Araya was there too, I guess, we came across a tree, and it had like a bunch of fire, so she might have gotten it there. Just thought I'd throw that out there real quick. That might be where the fire came from.
Oh, actually, we had discovered that where the wing was torn off, there is charring, so perhaps there would be a related burn on her. Was that right, Victor? Was that where it was?
The charring was on the jetpack, yes. We also found the other part of it, but that's still...
Monokuma
I think
steps in.
Mia wants to say something.
No, it's fine.
Well, Zai Mason about the tower.
Good.
It was caused by specifically the charring on her.
Cool.
It was caused by an explosion.
I'm agreeing. Go on.
No, Zai gave me a face.
No, he did.
Okay.
Monokuma steps in, and he says, I'm going to pose one more question to you. And I'm going to give you a little hint, with it. Because I think it'll spice up the trial a little bit. Which of these injuries do you believe were murder attempts? Who committed them? And who was the intended target? What were intentional injuries as opposed to accidental ones? And Monokuma says, as he asks this question, I think it might be a good idea to talk about alibis.
Yes.
Nathaniel's hopping up and down.
Yes, Nathaniel.
Yes. Well, I previously mentioned the jetpack, and the jetpack is very important not only because there were, burns related because of fuel, but because we suspect that the jetpack may have actually been sabotaged, perhaps. You see, one of the fuel tanks was completely drained, so that
we actually found
seems
evidence.
intentional.
We actually found evidence against that, but in the Center Forest, which does
really,
yes, that actually does remind me. I had originally run with the Center Forest first. I think I was one of the first to arrive on camp, but I don't recall seeing any of this happening. So whatever happened in the Center Forest was far beyond my traverse through and ladies' arrival on camp.
If we're talking about go on.
Well, I suppose I can offer my own alibi. Well, I didn't see anybody, human or monocub, but I did see some signs of cryptids, so I was a bit delayed for a while to check that out. But I did get to zoo camp, and I got there about the same time as Mason, I believe. Yes.
But given that you and I didn't experience anything in the Center Forest, did anyone else?
I saw Danica. I was running and the NPC monocub was about to throw a bomb at me, or a boulder. I'm sorry, and Danica stepped in and saved me. And she physically was fine, but at that point she was flying weird. I don't know if something had happened to the jetpack at that time, but she herself was fine, but that tech was not working with her.
Can I go? I don't know what the order is. Okay. So Kiyansh would reach into his coat pocket and pull out actually a piece of the jetpack that had been cut off. And he says,
topic.
Yeah.
Oh, because he was just gonna mention that
I know. Remember to stay on topic.
I have two things I want to say, so that I'll get to that later. Pull back to this. He would actually be I saw Danica in the Center Forest. I know someone mentioned Monagahi. I saw her fighting him. She was basically smacked her back into some trees, and I ran away because there's really nothing I could do. So I don't know if that's what did her in. But it would explain her, that blood splatter on the tree that was mentioned.
I have a super sexy alibi. So
Go for it.
So I took off for camp, and wait 1 second. This is just character miss. I can't read. One second.
You know who else can't read? Jess.
Okay, so everyone started.
Logan's next.
Oh god. Everyone started fighting the Monokumas, and I tripped and lost my earring. Tragic. I know, it's really, really sad. So I was looking for it, and then Danica saved me or whatever. And then like she pulled me out of the way from a fire from a monocub, and then she like flew away, and then I ran back to camp with Victor.
Oh, you lost this earring, and I pull out your earring.
Yeah.
Here you go.
She's
And I
just
give
gonna
it.
take
I
it.
give it to you. Yeah, I found it in a bunch of rubble with a bunch of burned trees, so that checks out.
Logan, you're my new favorite. Just kidding, it's Victor.
Okay. I guess I'm talking next. I think Danica saved me twice. One time, maybe even 3 times. I'm unsure. One time, I was swinging away with my grappling hook, and there was fire from Mono Giselle, and Danica saved me and pushed me out of the way. I was falling into one of the plants, and then Danica saved me again.
Not one of the plants, specifically the same plant that it was towards Via, and the one that I saved Via from, and the one that Danica killed. I found tracks that could only have been yours.
So Logan's the killer.
Lady, I'm gonna need you to be quiet for like 20 minutes.
No, let's not jump to that yet.
Todd, please.
I wanted to make sure that Logan was done first.
Yeah.
I took off towards the part of the forest that's like closest to the lake, and I ended up in a scuffle with the Grey Grace and Greybeck monobot thing, and Danica saved me with the shield, and she tackled it, and I ran and I ended up at the main cabin along with Kianch and Araya at the same time.
I do believe I admittedly have one of the most tumultuous alibis of the bunch. Upon running away from the campground, I found myself a bit lost, and as I was struck by a blunted, poison-tipped arrow at my leg, causing me to fall into the ravine that Xavier managed to just pull me out of. Otherwise, I would have fallen into a man-eating plant. Now, I wish to, for a moment, prove with my alibi that this wasn't my man-eating plant, as I've demonstrated to have one all this time. And she's going to present the seed of a man-eating plant.
So the man-eating plant was a murder attempt.
Yes, because Monokuma...
Xavier turns to Monokuma. Monokuma, can you confirm that Via only had one?
Yup, I only handed out one per poison.
Thank you.
And I'm putting it away now. But Monokuma also directly confirmed for us that the seed in question was requested by an individual to expand it and fully evolve it, so this seed was in fact most certainly a purposeful murder attempt. Oh. Now, hold on, let me finish my alibi, as there are many things that are admittedly relevant during it. Later on, I ended up stepping on a Mono Giselle, and as a result, her core went off. Danica saved me yet again, but she flew towards the center forest. I was in the west forest all this time, just so you know. And there was some level of explosion. Between this, there were two... Oh, and yes, at this point, Danica had already been poisoned, and she had already taken the gash to her body, and she was very weak. She was already on her last legs at this point.
Yes.
Then...
So the 3 injuries that she sustained by the time that she saw you were the plant, the
We'll get to the order. We'll get to the order soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you are correct. It was the yes. The only one that she had not sustained yet was the burns to her back, to my knowledge. Then I ran away because, again, I don't want to be involved in this. And then I reached the lake because I thought I wanted to escape. And Mono Gahihi and Mono Myron jumped out of the trees to try and kill me. And Danica crash landed to my right. The only thing that was able to save me was Lucy's laser blast from her mouth, and that is the only reason I survived. I attempted to resuscitate Danica at the lake, and I took her to Lucy, who then took her to the camp. I did my best, but...
Had Danica sustained the back injuries at the time that
Wait, Lucy took her to the camp?
Yes.
You remember this? This is when Fia came with her body to all of you guys at the campground.
Wait, I
Everyone
thought
was there.
Lucy was the big fish.
Yeah, no, well, not a fish per se, a creature like
they're besties.
Loch Ness
Lucy
monster.
specifically took her to the camp.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
Fia
besties.
got Lucy to carry her.
Okay.
It was riding
I think it
on
was
Lucy's back. Yeah.
Danica had sustained the back injuries by the time she landed with you, correct?
I'm unaware, admittedly. I wasn't able to get a good look at her back. It was covered by the jetpack.
However, if the back injury was caused by an explosion and the explosion happened after she saw Fia, then I would assume so.
It's more than likely the explosion of Mono Giselle. But I would like to assume then that the arrows, the man-eating plant, were both absolutely purposeful attempts at murder. The others I couldn't be too sure on, but to answer Monokuma's question, I would assume that those are certainly the case.
I would agree with these assessments.
If we assume that Kianchu's alibi tells us a good bit of information, we could possibly hypothesize that the injury she sustained in her combat with Monogahiyi caused the injury to her right side and therefore the internalized hemorrhaging, which would have been an accident on our part. Additionally, the explosion on behalf of me running away could have been as a result of me stepping on the core, which could have been a landmine placed for me, or it could have been a purposeful attempt. I am unsure.
Okay. Who else isn't covered?
I'm not.
Zai, would you DM me the evidence I found? Because I don't remember.
Yeah,
So-
give me 1 second.
Thank you.
So far, we have not heard the alibis of. I don't believe we've heard Mason's. I don't believe.
Mason did say his alibi.
Mason
Okay.
did say his alibi.
People heard it.
I have not said my alibi.
Okay,
I'm
no,
not either.
Eric and Eric.
And Eric.
I have not gone yet.
Well, please go ahead.
It's my turn. Eric gets a little excited that he gets to talk now. He's gonna say, I was one of the last one to make it back to the camp before Fia. And I think based off what Fia told us, I know where she got her burns from. I was thrown for the East Forest. Not as fast as other people, because I live for danger. But anyways, there was a fire that emerged as I tried to run away. And it blocked my path off. During that time, Danica came and gave me a shield to block some of the fires, which also blocked my vision because obviously the flames are right in front of me. And as that happened, she started to scream in pain. I realized she had been burnt by the flames. Soon after that, she had to run away because she was being attacked by some, what was it? Hold on. The Monomyron? Did I say it? Yeah. And then she ran off. So she got the burns in the East Forest. I think after Fia.
It is possible she got the burns earlier. Correct me if I'm wrong here, we found evidence that the jetpack started the fire in the West Forest and it spread east.
Okay.
I'll touch on that later. Let's keep going with alibis.
Araya, what is your alibi?
Hi. When the fight broke out, I ran east. And I was running for a bit, and then afterwards, I ran into Monomyron, and he kind of just, slammed me into a tree, the usual stuff. And then I was kind of hung upside down from the tree. Yeah. And then Danica came in and chopped off Myron's arm. And after that, she put me on the ground and then she stabbed Myron and then left. And then I got to the camp around the same time as Torb and Keon.
That would make sense why I saw your hair in the tree. Yes.
Yeah.
Now mine. After attempting to aid Danica in the fight against the Monocab, I was thrown to the West Forest, putting my desires behind. I took her advice and ran off. Soon after, I discovered Fia falling down the ravine. I saved her and then fought off the man-eating plant. Afterwards, I lost track of Fia and found myself running below a swinging Logan. We both arrived at the same time to the main cabin. Everyone except for Eric and Fia had already arrived.
After discussing all the alibis, Monokuma once again reminds you to consider who could potentially have caused these injuries, and whom doesn't just mean you guys, whom could also mean the Monokubs. And then also to determine if any of these were, say, murder attempts.
Okay. Well, I think we could rule out the man-eating plant as a murder attempt.
Yes.
And we don't know who, but we know it was a murder attempt.
Yes.
And we know that it was a result of Danica saving me and Fia.
Danica returned to that. I believe Danica returned to that plant. As when we returned to it, it was found quite chopped apart and disassembled, and much of Danica's blood was nearby.
Yes, we also witnessed bite marks on Danica. I believe those were the plant, and we know that someone did set it up with the intent of murder since they asked Monokuma to do so, which we confirmed with Monokuma himself.
Yes.
Additionally, I was curious about the width of the bite marks and asked Monokuma if there was a certain timeline that the man-eating plants needed to grow, because I wondered, was there a specific window when someone would go plant one then? But he demonstrated to us that they pop up essentially instantly. So it could have been done at any time.
To clarify, I showed that I could make them grow real fast. I got plant steroids.
Yes, that. And a player did ask him to do this. So
yes,
you guys call each other students.
I want to try something. Murder says what? Okay.
What are you doing?
I wanted to try it.
Victor said what? Sorry.
I appreciate
Okay, so if we're on the topic of what was intentional, what wasn't, I think pretty obvious that the arrows were intentional.
Yes.
You don't exactly accidentally fire an arrow.
Exactly so, Kionch.
I will say...
It appears whoever fired the arrows either was attempting to kill multiple people or accidentally hit Danica.
Or they
Fia
were
was
just
also
a
struck.
terrible shot.
Sorry?
Or they were just a terrible shot.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
that,
hit
was
a
the
running
second,
target.
that was the second thing I said.
I had something to add as well.
Yes, Kionch.
So the reason why some of them were blunted is I did that. Kind of when we first got here, I was thinking about someone trying to kill, and I went over to the shooting range and started like blunting a couple of them. So I got through a bunch, but there were too many to do in one shot. So I left, came back, saw that the next day they'd been replaced, and they were all sharp again. So I kind of gave up there, but clearly the blunted arrows still stuck around. So I guess it's alternating.
Good work,
Thanks. He kind of gets hot a little bit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Kionch is always hot.
Oh my gosh.
Cat's been trying to talk for a while. Cat, just talk.
I just want to point out, just so it's said, I believe the burns were accidental.
Yes.
I agree. I believe that it appears that when I misspoke earlier, it was a flamethrower that caused the fire in the Western Forest.
Yes. It was specifically it's Mana Giselle. She was a tiny little Monocub with a fucking big flamethrower.
It appears that Danica fought Mana Giselle in the Western Forest as there were bullet casings and shells that both came from, as well as flame particles that came from Mana Giselle.
Mana Giselle did not have did not have guns. She only.
I thought you told me that.
Yeah, Danica saved me from Mono Giselle, and then saved me again from the flame.
Which one had the guns?
Mono Giselle had the flamethrower.
Hold it. If she saved you from the flamethrower, and Eric's claiming to have watched her get hit by the flamethrower, that is an interesting contradiction, don't you think?
I didn't see it.
I thought you said that you...
I couldn't see what happened.
Eric claimed that fire sprung up around
I had a shield,
Now, hold on.
protected
I
from the
like
flames. And then as I took the shield away to see, I saw she had been injured.
Oh, all right. I apologize for the misunderstanding.
I have a
No, please, Fia.
I have a question about the origin of the fire. So, you're saying that you saw Giselle attack Logan. Where did this attack happen?
In the West Forest. And then it spread east.
I did not witness Giselle attack.
Alright.
Alright, Monacoma's gonna go ahead and drop the next question, which is, in what order did Danica receive her injuries? This will also help you piece together in what order she saw each of you once the fight began. That is important. Chronological important. Do you need to do it now, or can you wait?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
It's been sitting there for like an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the timer.
Take
to
3
grab my
seconds.
laundry.
I need to go grab my laundry.
Come out!
Oh, come on.
Intermission for the trial, which is ironic because this is the 4th out of 6 questions. So, hey.
Alright.
Also, it is
Give
halfway
us the
through the
Monokuma
timer,
theater
so making good progress.
A little Monokuma theater bit.
Do a little Monokuma theater bit. I can't. All the Monokubs are dead. He has no one to improv off of.
No, Greg Racing Greyback never dies.
He died, bitch.
No!
I literally said that his Monokub body corpse thing was like, you saw it. You saw it go into the main cabin.
Guys, I'm really prepared
You
for
could
this.
take the one that Xavier has.
Viola's so eerily calm.
It's the corpse.
It's quite dead.
It's so
It's
eerily
the corpse.
calm.
Like,
It's so scary.
I mean, Lady can change that.
I mean, lady's kind of quirky, crazy.
Just a reminder
Lady-
moving
lady-
forward, there's a reason I'm having you piece together the questions we do and why I'm not having you talk about all evidence just yet. So when I say, like, stick to questions, that's on purpose.
Who is on the camera by Steven?
Oh, that's Steven's mom.
Yeah.
Mom!
Hi, Steven's
Hi,
mom.
Steven's mom!
Love her.
Oh, Steven's embarrassed.
Oh, Steven embarrasses me.
That's fucking gay.
I would like to talk about how much I love Steven. Can we just take a minute?
Yes, I adore Steven.
Guys, stop. He'll get a big head.
He will get a big head. Don't do that.
My cat, by the way, Sam.
I want it.
Bigger than Sam's. Wow, Sam really do be the guy from Katamari Damacy.
I was thinking that. That's what he was reminding me of.
Oh, I'm out of water. Guess I'll just have to drink your tears.
Yeah, the king of
Hey,
Oklahoma.
Zai, I have a glass of water with me. Are you proud?
Yeah. What number glass is this of the day?
3.
Yay!
Oh, nice. I have 4 bottles of water next to me right now.
Jorge's like, we may be in a trial, but I still need to make some piss.
Still gotta hydrate, baby.
Zai, I want you to know, it's like, I thought to myself, as a joke, let's see how long it takes me to get a 1 to kill Monokuma. Literally my first roll.
Oh, you just needed an extra one. For context, those who weren't there yet, I said if you roll a perfect 1, I will allow you to kill Monokuma. We'll end the campaign here. Everyone who's alive is still alive. But he rolled a 26 first, and then he just rolled a 1. Oh, that's funny.
Wow, second roll. That's insane.
Xavier just spends like every free time now. Just can I roll again?
I just think of Xavier just stopping the trial to shoot Monokuma.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, Xavier's like,
You know what? Fuck this.
guys, run!
I am back. Sorry, my bed sheets were there. That's why.
All right.
I would like, hold on. Before we keep going, Zai, I would like to spend 5 monocoins for success in investigation and trial. I would like to kill Monoguma. Guaranteed success, baby!
Yeah! I will also spend 5 mono coins to do that.
Damn it!
I will also spend 5 mono coins to do that.
You realize that there's an unlimited amount of Monokumas.
I'm very much.
I would like to spend 5 mono coins to kill.
Now, if you want to take a pot shot at who you think the mastermind is, I'll allow it.
Yo, I want to spend 5 mono coins to you.
Zai, I'd like to spend 5 mono coins
correct.
to kill Monokuma permanently.
You're not rich enough. All right.
I have 5.
If you want to take a pot shot at who shot the arrow.
So going.
Oh?
I mean, it is trial.
Think you know who shot the arrow?
You can absolutely spend monocoins to get that information. So, just a reminder as to the question that is asked going into the second phase. In what order did Danica receive her injuries? This will also help piece together the order of people she saw. Use a combination of alibis to help with this, especially the thing I said about when each of you came onto the campground, who was already there, who wasn't there yet, to try to piece together when Danica could have received these injuries. It is important. It is very, very important. Here's the question in chat. I will continue after. I'm going to choose someone to speak, and I'm going to choose Araya because we haven't heard much from her. So, you start off the conversation. As soon as you're done speaking, I will continue the timer.
Okay, so who showed up at the camp first?
That was me.
And then I followed.
Yes. I do have a question, though. Keonch, I recall you arriving before Nathaniel. Nathaniel, were you in the Center Forest when, did you notice any sort of scuffle marks?
I don't think so. I mean, to be honest, I was a bit occupied with the tracks I found, and whenever I heard a noise, I just climbed a tree.
Right.
There were a lot of trees in the forest. It was very practical.
Right.
And I can't see any scuffs from up there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Up there, wait.
The final
in the tree?
The final
wait, hold on. Were you...
The final,
wait.
We should not work in random spurts. We should try to figure out
the final injury was the burns. We know that.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we should all list the order of what time we arrived at camp. Does anybody have the order?
I was third to last.
Okay, so Victor, me, then who loves? Okay, here we go.
You guys discussed it in your alibis, so
yes.
You guys know this. That's why I pinned it.
Yes.
But see, with me, Danica looked fine, and she got the burn from saving me. The only thing I noticed about Danica was that she was flying funny.
The burns that she got hurt from, or the ones whenever she did Eric?
When she saved me, and I think she got hurt from the burns from me, as well as Eric.
Eric actually heard her react to the pain, though.
Yes, I would believe that Eric is the one that actually.
Okay.
And consider Eric. I have a question.
Yes.
Did you get a good look at Danica when you interacted with her? What was she like? Bodily?
She was very injured. I could see a lot of bleeding, sweating, many other injuries.
Well,
couldn't tell if she was actually poisoned though, but you could tell she sustained serious injuries.
No, we can confirm with this. I would actually say that Xavier's assumption that the burns were last is indeed correct.
That would make sense, yes.
Yes.
All right. So the burns were last. I do believe we should be going backwards.
Okay.
I feel as though that would be the simplest way to go about things. Now, Logan, going by your alibi, when you were searching around and you found yourself at odds with the man-eating plant, was Danica stumbling, moving around weird, perhaps
her
hand?
No, the only thing I noticed is that she was flying funny, which leads me to believe there were issues with the jetpack, meaning maybe she saved me early on.
Even with the man-eating plant?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
All
right.
I have evidence that the jetpack was malfunctioning when she saved Logan. This coincides with what I found.
Yes, no, I concur. What I'm trying to do is isolate the events that circled around my experience. So we can assume then that this was likely one of the first, if not the first injury that she sustained as an individual. The injuries from the man-eating plant. However, we can't confirm that, so why don't we move along? I remember when I saw her in the when she picked up the explosive from Mono Giselle, she possessed a lot of injuries already. The gash on her side, she was stumbling, so she had already been poisoned, so the arrow had already struck her, and she had injuries on her side. So I would assume she had all of her injuries at that point, minus perhaps the burns on her back. Kiansh, when she was gashed on the side, did she have any other injuries?
I'm trying to remember. Give me 1 second, I'm looking at my notes, sorry.
No, you keep going. I have something to add after Kiansh's remark.
Well, while Kiyosh thinks on it, we did find the sliced part of the jet pack in the center forest as well. So, whether that was as a result of the attack...
Focus more on the injuries.
All right.
Yeah, I want to talk about the jetpack after we talk about the injuries, because... Yeah,
Right.
I think Monokuma kind of slipped up when I was investigating.
How so?
I was gonna do something kind of stupid. Basically, Monokuma told me that the poison was one of the first things to happen to her.
Yes. Was it the first or one of the first?
He didn't say if it was the first, but I know that the poison was in her body so long it infected her entire bloodstream.
Yes.
Oh.
If the poison infected her entire bloodstream, we could possibly deduce that this is very likely one of the major possibilities for the cause of death. We'll save that for later.
Sorry, looking at my notes. Alright, so Kiansh would just tell you that when he saw her, she hadn't sustained any injuries. Like, she was flying weird, but that was about it.
None at all?
Not that I could see.
That is difficult.
She could have been poisoned, but...
Did she sustain an injury from you?
From me? No.
No, from Monogahi, that's why I'm asking, because Kiansh saw them in
From
combat.
Monogahi, yeah, he basically, they got in a fight, and he, threw her back into the trees, and she, disappeared in there, so...
Okay.
I think it'd be pretty likely she slammed into a tree from there and got the back injury.
And that could have damaged the jetpack.
No, the jetpack was damaged beforehand.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I didn't see any injuries on her when I saw her. I had been in the West Forest when I saw her, but I didn't see any injuries on her. She tackled the Greybot just fine as far as I could see.
So, who's the first person to see her injured?
I mean, she wasn't that bad. It's possible,
Me neither.
it's possible that she was injured when she saved me, but nothing that was noticeable.
Not even an arrow.
I don't believe so.
Think back as best you can. But I do believe that we have established that the arrow is one of the first injuries, and it's possible that Kiansh witnessed, as there is evidence that Monogahi caused the gash on her right side, possibly, and we're not entirely certain. There's evidence that supports that. Possibly that was an injury sustained before the bites as well. My assumption... apologies.
Sorry. He thinks on it. He's like, no, she did get slashed. I remember during that part where she was fighting with Gahi before she got knocked away, she did get cut on the side.
I see. All right. Well, then, if you witnessed that, we can assume that the gash to her right side was one of the first injuries she received before going back and saving Logan. Then it's possible that she had already been struck by the poisoned arrow, and my assumption would be that she received the poisoned arrow, then the slash, then the bites, and then the burns. That would be my assumption. However, I do believe we must deliberate further.
Yes, because no one is reporting having seen any of these.
At least not in the order.
Yes.
And then there's the issue with the jetpack, which I'm still confused about because I had Terrence Kane on me at all times.
So about the jetpack.
Removed.
About the jetpack. So he takes out a piece, a motherboard piece, with some tubing on it that it's clean. He's like, I saw this. What's that?
Stick to the question, please.
He's confused about the jetpack.
I know.
We're
Okay.
We're not doing the jetpack.
We're talking about the order of the injuries.
Yeah, we're not talking about the jetpack at the moment.
Okay.
Get to the jetpack.
I can't help, but I didn't see Danica until the end.
Yes. All right. So two of you are saying that Danica was perfectly fine when you saw her, but that doesn't make any sense.
3 of us.
Oh,
Three of
wait.
you are saying.
When I saw her.
I just remembered something. I heard her scream in pain, meaning she received some kind of injury saving me when she saved me from the fire. So she was burned from saving me from the fire, as well as the man-eating plant.
Monokuma steps in and goes, was she burned then?
What if she was struck by the
arrow?
Yes.
The arrow was heading towards me. Oh my god, I was about to get hit by the arrow.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Snap out of it, Logan. There's no time for dilly-dally.
Now that
You're
this
right,
has been deliberated and talked about, Monokuma's gonna throw this question. And remember, please stick to the question. I promise everything will be talked about. There's a reason I'm asking these questions in this order.
We're all so excited, Zach.
I know.
Shut up, we're on a timer.
Don't worry, I paused it. Why did Danica end up at the lake?
I know why she was at the lake.
Oh, I know exactly.
I know why she was at the lake definitively.
Mason,
I saw her tracks. She was clawing with her final breaths to get there. Under the lake, where she had been hiding out from Monokuma, was Araya's eye.
Yes.
How did it get there?
I don't know how it got there, but she was extremely injured, and in her dying breaths, she was trying to get to that eye.
Those of you who investigated that one specific cabin that was investigatable, go ahead and talk about what you found there.
I have
this.
Yes. I have evidence that supports these claims. There was wet footprints that we confirmed were Danica's footprints that headed into the girls' cabin, the one that only I, Araya, and Danica can enter. My stuff and my things and Araya's things were all sorted through, and the only thing that went missing was a change of clothes for Danica and the eye. This, however, was not done during the entire encounter. It was actually done about an hour before the encounter, so an hour before her death, 20 minutes before the rose ceremony. So Danica grabbed the eye and flew it down to where Mason said that she was keeping it. She was keeping it there for safekeeping to protect it. So that if someone or herself sustained injuries, she could protect herself.
Wait a minute. So hold on. So she could have saved her own life had the jetpack not been tampered with, because it would have gotten there on time.
Yes.
So whoever tampered.
I'm going to bring up this final question now that we are here. After this, address the question first, then you can talk about anything.
I just want to say I have the Ace Attorney soundtrack going in the background for the video, and the music just changed at this exact moment to something triumphant, and I just need you guys to know that.
Mason, that was an incredible discovery.
So,
I want to note that I also have the cane on me.
Cane's broken.
I know.
You don't have the cane.
Well, I don't?
No, it was on her body. The jetpack was on her body.
Oh.
Anyway, final thing. The blackened is defined as the student who has either voluntarily or involuntarily murdered another student as part of the mutual killing game. Do you believe this kill, Danica Davis, was voluntary or involuntary? If so, was the voluntary or involuntary act that created the blackened the act that caused the injury, or allowed the injury to take effect? Going into this final question, I want you to answer definitively what injury killed Danica Davis, and then I want you to answer the part of the question that is the blackened the one who caused the injury, or is the blackened the one who committed an action that prevented her from saving herself from said injury? So first, determine what of the injuries was the one that killed her.
Big words.
I would guess it's either the poison or the internal bleeding, because those
from
have a lot.
From coughing up the blood and the dilation of the eyes, I think we can, and the fact that Danica was going for the eye, I think we can assume that it was the poison.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Additionally, the slashing of Keonch's account is correct. Was caused by a monocub, not by another student.
Indeed. And therefore wouldn't count as blackened.
Monokuma said. But was it the monocub's fault? Maybe you're not getting the full story.
It could have been someone tampering. I believe it was Logan who mentioned that, or Keonch, that someone could have tampered with the.
Monokuma says, no. I'm talking about that cut on his side. Just because one of my little baby boys caused that injury doesn't mean it's their fault. I mean, if, for example, one of the students is the reason she was in harm's way.
Are you implying that her saving someone would cause that person to become the blackened?
Or maybe her attempt to save someone was foiled by the potential victim she was trying to save.
Wait. I also
Someone
have a question.
hasn't been truthful. Someone isn't telling the whole story.
Wait a moment. Wait 1 minute. Do we know who ratted Danica out in the first place?
I don't think that's relevant right now, Nathaniel.
Well, they would.
Zai, I have a question about a monocoin price.
Yeah, what's up?
Does a clue from Monokuma, is it a random clue or is it a clue I get to ask?
Ask. You can ask.
Alright, boys, what should I ask?
Keep in mind, Jorge mentioned a Monokuma prize that would be really useful right now.
Yeah, the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, free
A
answer.
5, you just get free success on little things. Yeah.
I'm looking at the monocoin prizes. What a free success? How would that help me?
It's free success in.
You'd get the answer to the question Monokuma's posing.
Yeah.
So like that whole big question paragraph, get the
Well,
answer.
no. It's more specifically what he's talking about in
who's the
full story that something's missing out.
Yeah.
So I would know who is not hiding information, or I'd know what information they're hiding.
I will tell you the information that has not been said.
Okay.
Take my 5 mono points.
Cool. Monokuma pulls up a little monitor and shows security footage, and it shows Monogihi attacking Keonch Patel. Keonch Patel trips, face plants into the ground. As he's getting up, Danica flies by, uses the whip to grab him, and starts pulling him. Keonch panics, grabs the whip, and pulls back. Danica gets pulled back towards Monogihi as he's slashing and hits her instead.
So Keonch is responsible.
Now that you know this information, Monokuma wants to move on to the second point. Or something else, rather, that he was asking. What did Danica die of?
Oh no! It was the internal hemorrhaging.
No, hold on. No,
it was the internal.
No, it's the no, hold on. No. Look.
No, it was my fault. It was my fault. I took her.
Hold on. Let Victor talk. Let Victor talk.
We still haven't identified the poison arrow or the jetpack. Keonch, you were talking about the jetpack and the monitor. Keonch, look at me right now. Talk about the jetpack and the monitor. No?
I'll talk about the jetpack. She had 30 minutes of fuel, but she used 15 and was out. Why?
Monokuma goes,
Oh, what an interesting observation you've made, Mr. Goldberg. Now, answer my damn question! What did Danica die of?
I think whoever messed with her jetpack...
Jesus fucking Christ, if someone doesn't answer, I pop all of you!
The internal hemorrhaging! It was the internal hemorrhaging!
Thank you, Fia Roselia!
He hands all of you the Monokuma file, which says Danica died of internal hemorrhaging caused by a slash to her right side. Moving on from there, Monokuma goes,
Mason Goldberg, you mentioned something interesting. Most of you know that the jetpack I bestowed to our wonderful and totally sane student, Myron, had 30 minutes of flight time, which was refueled every day. But Mason discovered that only half of that fuel was used. But what happened to the rest, Mason?
Am I supposed to know? Because
That question was more open-ended. He pointed at you to make you panic.
The rest was lost.
We know this. We confirmed this on our investigation. The left was drained.
Yes, Mr. Keon.
So he takes out the piece of the jetpack that he found, and he says it was a clean cut. And from what I can guess, I found it at the campfire, and I think the cut happened when Xavier. Oh, I'll let him. So I think the cut to the jetpack happened when the mono cub slashed at her jetpack when she was trying to save Xavier.
Oh no.
Monokuma brings up the question. Sorry, I started with the voice.
Flip out of it.
Sorry, I'm my little despair moment. Was this a voluntary or involuntary kill?
It was involuntary.
It was involuntary.
There was an accident.
And it's my fault.
How so?
Yes.
By attempting to play the hero, I led to the death of Danica Davis. She attempted to save me and damaged her jetpack. In doing so, she
How
ran out of
specifically
fight.
did you cause this, though?
Okay, Mason's gonna chime in. You caused her jetpack to get damaged, and because of that, she wasn't able to get to the eye in time.
Yes.
And so the hemorrhaging got her in the end.
Instead, she crashed on the beach before she could get there.
Hello, friends. It's time to do the closing argument.
I have a thing. She died from the internal bleeding. The eye would have cured the poison, not the bleeding.
No,
The eye. When I described the effects of the eye, I said it could heal things like that. I very specifically said that when you first caught that fish.
I know what happened.
Never mind.
Okay,
I know what
here we go, friends. It is the closing argument, and these are the three people I am selecting. And this is why now I remember why we use breakout rooms. Keonch Patel, Xavier Alexander, and Victor Kestra.
You want me to make them a breakout room?
Yes, make a breakout room for the three of them, and put me in there as well. Just so I can hear. Actually, no, don't put me in there. You guys will have. There are like 25 minutes left on the timer.
wow.
Good job, guys.
Holy shit.
No, like it moves quickly whenever
Yeah.
things are streamlined.
There can only
great
be
question.
two clarifications. There can only be one blackened, and it's whoever acted first, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I think you guys know the end to the trial, and we'll see once you do the closing argument.
Anyway,
Like I said, if you get like a passing school grade for it, I will. No votes needed. Ever.
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's so bad.
No. Don't worry about it. All right. So question. When did Danica get attacked and made the jetpack malfunction?
The campfire rose ceremony.
Protecting Xavier. Okay.
Ceremony.
So Danica Davis protects Xavier from the initial attack, damaging her jetpack. Fuel begins to leak.
Yes.
Then it says, going off the testimonies that we were given, Logan saw her fairly early on and said she was flying funny but had sustained no other injuries. So it's probable that Logan is next on the chain. Now,
Then she gets fired by the poison arrow. probably along the line there because he heard a yelp of pain.
Yeah, was that Eric that heard the pain?
No, Logan heard the arrow pain.
Logan heard the
Someone's
arrow
gonna shoot. Yeah, someone's gonna shoot Logan. She stepped in to protect him from Giselle and managed to catch the arrow. She dashes away, so Logan kind of barely notices it.
Okay, so Rose Ceremony, Jetpack Incident, Logan.
Logan.
What else? What else? So I know that
she. When does she go to the plant? No, she goes. Kiancha's next. Kiancha's next.
Kiancha's next because she didn't have any injuries until Kiancha freaked out, pulled her in by accident, and then he slashed her, threw her into the tree.
Yes.
Slashed them. Throw.
So, but that one happened after the poison arrow, right?
It's hard to say.
After the poison arrow.
Okay.
So
that's what.
Okay.
So, recapping so far, Xavier Alexander attempted to leave at a monocub. Danica Davis jumped in front of and damaged their fuel supply in their attempt to save Xavier. Everyone dashed away to separate parts of the forest. Logan was attacked by Mono Giselle, but was protected by Danica Davis, who was at that point struck by a poison arrow, shot by, and I believe I can say at this point, Araya.
Yeah.
Okay.
After saving Logan, Danica Davis rushed to the aid of Kianch Patel, who in their fright accidentally caused Danica to injure themselves in their battle with Monokuhihi.
She was slashed in the side and then thrown into the tree.
Thrown into a tree.
Most likely caused internal hemorrhaging.
After that point, by the time she got to Fia, she had sustained the ribs injuries as well. So after that point, she went and fought the man-eating plant and sustained ribs injuries in the attempts of doing so, cutting the plant up into pieces. She then saved Fia. How did you say Fia? From the bomb.
Fia stepped on Giselle's core, so she ran to the center forest with the core where it exploded and I believe started the fire.
The flamethrower started the fire.
Oh, flamethrower started the fire. Yeah. But we found the broken core in the center. So she took it to the center forest, it exploded there, and then she rushed from the center forest back to the lake, but didn't have enough fuel to make it.
Fuel. No, first she saved Eric and sustained burned injuries to her back. Then she rushed to the lake, but didn't have enough fuel to make it, crashing next to Fia Roselia, where they were saved by Lucy.
Yes. But because
Fia Roselia attempted first aid, was unsuccessful in saving Danica, who perished shortly after. Xavier Alexander is the Blackened.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fellas, it's been a hell of a ride.
It has been a hell of a ride. Also, Adri, I want you to know, I genuinely thought I was the Blackened, and that was true despair. That was.
Can I tell you? Victor would argue in Kiancha's favor, even if he wasn't, or even if he was.
I could tell that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
If anyone succeeded, his wife would be allowed to take him. All right,
I tried so hard. I literally tried so hard.
I know. But there's no possible way you could have known about the eye.
I have a quick question before why did Lucy take Danica to camp if Lucy knew the eye was under the water?
She didn't.
She didn't. Lucy's a creature.
But you had when I was doing my investigation, Lucy's children specifically.
Lucy's children, yes.
Oh, okay. They're fake as fuck for
Lucy's children knew.
Lucy's children are the Blackened, dude.
When Fia brought Danica to the water, she had a 50-50 chance of either bringing her to the kids or bringing her to Lucy.
I brought her
to Mama, so Mama took her away.
Lucy saved me, so I was like, "Oh, Lucy's the answer." So
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah,
my working, but okay. I am going to choose the spokesperson for this to actually be Victor Kestra.
I would ask that it's Xavier Alexander.
I know, but I'm going to have Victor do it. There's a reason I'm not having Keonch or Xavier do it. Because of the connection to victim.
I would... Zai, this will be a better story if you let Xavier do it.
I mean, you're both suspicious is the problem. That's why he's saying...
Yeah, just let Victor do it.
Yeah.
It's the closing argument. Either way, the same information's getting told.
Yeah,
This will be I have a scene in my head. Please let me play it out.
Sure, go for it.
Xavier steps up to the front of the room and looks to an imaginary point in the room and begins to walk back and forth as if they were cross-examining a witness. This is how it played out. You, Xavier Alexander, rushed in an attempt to do a heroic action and fight off the Monocops. In the attempt to do so, Danica Davis leapt in front of you and damaged their fuel supply, leaving them with half their allotted fuel time. At this point, you realized your error and ran off into the forest. Everyone else did the same. The first to be saved by Danica Davis was Logan, who, during which time Logan heard an injury sustained by Danica Davis. This was a poison arrow, who I believe to be fired by Araya. Now, after this attempt, you went to save one Keonch Patel, who, in their panic, attempted to pull against your lasso, causing Danica Davis to be injured by Kiki Kuma. After this point, they went to fight the man-eating plant, sustaining massive injuries in doing so, and destroying Mason's robotic dog, which had become their sword. After this point, you saved Fia Roselia, who had stepped on Giselle Kuma's internal core bomb. You took this bomb to the center forest where it exploded. After this point, you saved Eric from the fires, sustaining back injuries and injuries in doing so. Danica Davis then went to the lake in an attempt to retrieve the eye that they knew could save themselves. However, due to the Velocity's fuel supply sustained when attempting to protect Xavier Alexander, they instead crashed next to Fia Roselia. They were then saved by Lucy. Lucy then carried Danica Davis and Fia Roselia back to the camp, where Danica Davis expired. The blackened, therefore, is Xavier Alexander. Xavier turns to the room. Is there any disagreement?
No.
No.
That was mostly correct. The only thing was the order of sequences. That was about 90% correct. No need for a vote. Monokuma, the actual vote, whatever, happens. And Monokuma does a little, the red wheel, ding, 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 ding.
Correctamundo! The killer of the ultimate pilot, Danica Davis, is a husband! The ultimate robot, Xavier Alexander.
The ultimate roboticist, Xavier Alexander.
As opposed to other chapters where there would be now discussions with people before you are executed, you're allowed to do one thing. Whether that be a conversation with one person, whether that be one action. Then it's immediate execution.
Xavier turns away from the room, looks at Monokuma. Friends, make this world a better place. And he lunges at Monokuma.
Ooh.
Monokuma smiles, and right before you touch him, says the sequence that shuts you down. Lights off in the courtroom. When lights come back up, Monokuma and Xavier are gone. A monitor descends from behind Monokuma's throne, showing a live feed of the execution of the ultimate robot, the flaws of humanity. Lights up on Xavier, the human, released from his containment pod.
Allow me
His
to.
robot,
I will send
which has been
Pure Forge.
Yeah. His robot, which has been fully rearmed, is next to him. There's a circle of light beneath him that shows he is sitting on a chrome floor that stretches out into the darkness. The light begins to shine brighter as multiple circles light up, showing a gigantic stadium with thousands upon thousands of Monokuma robots asleep. One of them in front of Xavier wakes up, with its red eye shining, and like a ripple, all the others wake up and prepare to fight Xavier. Xavier can see that there is an exit door opposite of the room. His back to the wall, Xavier prepares his robot and begins to fight. As he fights his way through, his confidence begins to grow. These Monokuma bots are nothing compared to his mechanical masterpiece of a robot. However, the tide swiftly changes when a robot completely identical to his, with a Monokuma face, drops in front of the exit door, which Xavier is now mere feet away from. The two robots clash, completely equal, and as they do, Xavier makes his way to the door, slowly but surely. It takes all of his strength to pull himself to that door, and as he slowly begins to open it, he feels something grab his leg. It's the Monokuma robot, pulling him back and getting ready to blast him in the head. Xavier's robot jumps in front of the blast, pulling the Monobot away and taking the hit, causing both of them to explode. Xavier once again starts to leave as the surviving Monokuma bots from before start walking over to him. He throws open the door and is greeted with a hand extended out to him to help him up. As Xavier looks up, he sees the familiar face of his wife, Danica Davis, smiling sweetly down at him.
Tears begin to stream down his eyes.
Get up, my love. You fought long enough. As Xavier goes to take her hand, he is stabbed through his back by Danica. Danica's face melts away, revealing the true Xavier robot, which has been fully reprogrammed into a monobot. A warped mechanical laugh fills the room, a disturbing mixture of Danica's and Monokuma's voices, cackling. As the light fades from Xavier's eyes, the robot shut down as well, forever. Execution completed. Xavier Alexander is now dead.
You suck. You suck so much. You gave him a fucking Chiaki moment.
I did give him a Chiaki moment.
Xavier dies with a smile on their face.
Mm-hmm. Just like Danica.
Oh, fuck!
After this, there's a moment of silence before Monokuma pops back into the courtroom, and he opens his paw, and there are two wedding bands that have been grafted together, and he hands them to Torbjorn Pharaoh. And along with those rings is a picture. It is an image of Danica's and Xavier's wedding. All of you are there as groomsmen and bridesmaid, except for Torbjorn, who is the priest who married them. One of the bridesmaids, however, is unrecognizable to all of you, except Kianj Patel. You know who it is. Who is leaning on the shoulder of Araya, giving her a nuggie. A little together in that photo, standing together are like Fia and Lady and Giselle as like a nice little clump of people. There's Logan and Gihi, making fun of Kianj for crying, and he's like, I'm not. Like kind of like elbowing. Mason and Eric are kind of fucking like fist bumping. Like everyone's there and involved. Nathaniel is a fucking sobbing mess in the corner, and Victor just kind of has like a hand like that, like the I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm helping. What's going on? Gray's standing in the corner and has a handkerchief and is turned away from the camera, like he's trying to hide the fact that he cares.
I like to think Gray funded the whole wedding.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Xavier could actually absolutely afford it, but still let Grade do it.
There's a couple more things Monokuma gives as prizes.
Oh boy!
Because this is going into the final few stages of the last few chapters. The next thing he does is pulls out security footage of the campground, and he shows Araya hanging from a tree firing poison arrows.
Yeah, we got it.
He also shows someone planting the seed and standing there watching Monokuma grow it. A shirtless blonde man.
Oh shit! Excuse the fuck out of me.
After that,
Does his ass at least look good?
oh, his ass looks fucking immaculate, dude. Monokuma explains that a lot of things have been revealed about like your relationships with each other, but there are two more that I want to point out specifically. He points at Kionch and he points at Araya.
I fucking knew it!
Yeah. And he reveals to you all that they are actually siblings. Yeah. And Kionch is the, and he puts in quotations, daughter that ran away from Araya's family. The second thing he mentions is he points at Eric. And he points at Nathaniel. And he's like, you two knew each other before high school. Y'all were classmates. Speaking of classmates, I think you guys would like this tidbit about your time at Hope's Peak. He pulls out a file that says mentorship program. It says the students of class 1C will be taking mentor, like whatever, will be mentored by the past remnants of despair. Here are the mentorship assignments, and then I will send it in important shiz just so that we have that. And I want you to take a very close listen. Hold on. I want you to take a very close listen to every name I say and who's paired together. This is the most important thing you got.
Wait, can I
up
can
until
I make
now
you
in
pause
this game?
Because I need to take a potty break.
God fucking damn it! Everyone go piss.
Go piss, Queen.
Actually, before this is happening, is it okay if Victor just goes over to Kionch and just hugs him?
Yeah, could be happening while Monokuma's like coming back from the execution.
Well, everybody just pisses.
Yeah.
So
yeah, everyone just pisses on the floor as soon as Xavier died. Everyone just goes.
The second Xavier died,
Zai, can I add a few things to the execution that don't change it, but I think are just characterizing moments?
Yeah.
Right when Xavier sees that he has a bot and he's going to be given a fight, he laughs in a very wispy voice and calls out, "One last go, then." And as the knife drives into his back and his eyes widen, again he laughs as he coughs up blood, and through what little strength he has left, he pulls himself to his 1 foot. puts his hand around the throat of his robot and holds it there until he dies.
Awesome.
I would also like to add one thing before Adri/Victor says their piece. Fly high, Xavier.
God damn it. I want you to know, Jack, I actually adjusted your execution I had planned after you had talked about how much you want to fight Monokuma, to make it more like Peko Peko Yama's, where she's like fighting her way through. Initially, this was supposed to be a sequence of your robots turn against you and try to kill you, when what seems like Danica jumps in and protects you, and then she turns and stabs you instead.
Bastard.
Yeah. So I made it more of the like you're fighting against. Is everyone back?
It's break over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice goodness.
Just
All right,
real
everyone.
quick.
What's up?
Victor just wanted to, the second Xavier's execution happens, he's just gonna run over to Kionch and just like hold him to his chest and just not take him.
Kionch buries his face in your shoulder and just starts sobbing.
Can I actually say one more thing?
Go for it.
Xavier as like a sly little sleight of hand thing, leaves their monopad with a certain video on it before they lunge at Monokuma.
Okay.
I'm going to say that the person who finds that is Logan.
I
know.
Where's Logan? Fuck. Poor guy.
All right. Here are the mentorships that happened for Class 1C, or 3C, I'm so sorry. Class 3C. It's your fucking last year of high school. Class 3C. And I'm just going to go in the order that I typed it. It's not anything specific. Hajime Hinata will be the mentor for Mason Goldberg.
You get it! You fucking get it!
I gave it to you because...
Get it!
Yeah, whatever. This one makes complete sense. Akane Owari will be the mentor for Kahi Mustafa. You know, ultimate acrobat, ultimate gymnast, whatever. Byakuya, in quotation marks, will be the mentor for Victor Castro. Fuyuhiko will be the mentor for Keonj Patel. Yeah!
Wait,
I mean,
sorry, Byakuya was who?
I'm typing. I will send it in chat. Don't worry about typing. Just listen.
Okay.
Gundam Tanaka is the mentor for Nathaniel Faxon. Hiyoko is the mentor for Lady. Yeah. Ibuki Miyoda is the mentor for Logan Vix.
Ooh, of course.
Kazuichi Soda is the mentor for two people, Xavier Alexander and Torbjorn Farrow. Mahiru is the mentor for Giselle. Mikon.
What the heck is going on? Sorry.
Yeah, no, dude. What the heck is going on? What the heck are you doing with that bat? Oh! All right. Anyway, Mikon is the mentor for Fia Roselia. Nagito Komaeda, and you'll never believe this, is the mentor for Grey Grayson Greyback.
It makes so much sense.
It is ass. It is ass. Grey Grayson, he likes. Fingers in his ass.
The fingers are Grey Grayson Greyback.
Okay, anyway. Nekumaru Nidai is the mentor for NPC.
Oh my god.
Peko Pekoyama is the mentor for Araya. Sonia Nevermind is the mentor for Myron.
Oh.
And Teru Teru is the mentor for Danica Davis.
Shut
Sending
up.
in chat and pinning it to the channel. Let me know if you notice anything in particular, friends.
Yeah, wait, what the? Where was it?
Well, Danica Davis was paired with her because of the cooking shit, but also because anytime he tried to do something, she would go wha-bam to him.
Hey, Zai.
Guys, Eric doesn't have a mentor, and I suspect that's on purpose.
Zai, why is my name not here? What's going on?
I have a statement.
Interesting.
I made no typos. I made no mistakes.
I have a
He's
statement.
the reserve corps student.
The person Victor's paired with, I find quite intriguing. Because you said this was Byakuya in quotation marks, as in DR2 Byakuya.
You know it. You know it. You know it's
Yes.
I put Byakuya because it's funny.
Oh, Zai.
Also,
you don't like me. Just say
one more thing I'd like to throw in because this is important to this. Monokuma shows you guys Eric's acceptance letter into Hope's Peak as an ultimate.
an ultimate.
Put that together on your own.
Wait, what?
For all reserve corps students except Eric? Question mark.
What does ultimate mean?
Oh, mama.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's what all of you are, Ryan.
It says his
Hold
ultimate,
on, let me
right?
explain to Ryan.
I have a
In Danganronpa, every single, the students are ultimates because they're super good at whatever they're good at.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, assuming this is all after the events of DR3 anime, right?
Mhm.
Where is Nitarai should be on this list, right? Because he went with the remnants.
Should he?
Well, okay, all right.
Oh, don't you worry about Mitarai.
All right. Well, so for those
I have something for him.
Okay, but so for those who aren't versed in Danganronpa, Nitarai was a student in their class that didn't actually go to class with them because he had super unhealthy eating habits. And he's the ultimate animator. But at
ultimate
the end-
imposter pretended to be him, and that's how he became part of the class.
Yeah, but at the end of the third anime, Nitarai goes with, after like being convinced not to brainwash the entire world into like being hopeful, he goes with the DR2 cast.
God damn.
Jorge, in response to your theory, remember that all of you have memories of your acceptance letters.
Oh, true.
Zai, the person who was be determined as the killer was random, right?
Yes, yes.
Cool.
It was like I thought it was very funny that it ended up being on the husband.
It fits.
I mean, now we know some of the others it potentially was because Monokuma outed them for trying to kill.
Well, all right, Mason caught in 4K, but at least
Yeah.
he looked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I knew it was Rye with the arrows.
Yeah, and then obviously like Keonch was up for it because of the thing, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I put a lot of that together in theory crafting, actually. Like,
Yeah.
I theory crafted a lot of that.
Taking her to the campground put a lot of pieces together that were supposed to be separated.
Yeah.
So you put together parts of the thing.
Yeah.
It really comes down to is it the person that caused her the thing that killed her or the person that prevented her from healing?
Yeah.
If she didn't have the eye, I mean obviously it would be Keonch's fault.
Yeah.
Hey Zai, this list, did we just get the list or did we also get any memories associated with it?
Just a list.
Do we...
It is an official document from Homespeak, by the way. It has the stamp and everything. Like,
Do
oh,
we-
and it's signed by Principal Makoto Naegi.
Of course it is.
Do we as players know who these people are?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Like, it was all over the news.
Well, but it was all over the news that they were remnants of despair and they took credit for the third killing. Do we know that they changed? Like, do we know the truth of what happened on Jabberwock Island?
No.
So as far as
not
we're
the full
aware,
thing, no.
So as far as we're aware, we were being...
You know Makoto
Right.
Naegi tried to help them because that was something made public knowledge because they determined him to be innocent.
Right,
which is why he was allowed to form Homespeak, but you do not know what went down on Jabberwock.
I'm just trying to determine like where our characters should how our characters should act upon this knowledge. So as far as we're concerned,
We're trained to
you were being trained by despairs, right?
Well,
I'm just trying to figure out like what Mason knows as opposed to.
I
what-
mean, it's from Homespeak High School, signed by Makoto Naegi.
So okay, so it's like these are despairs, but I trust Makoto and that. he
Yeah,
knows-
like
Okay.
he's the ultimate hope. Also, one thing I forgot to say, I'm so sorry. There's another prize. There's a reason Torbjorn was handed these rings because Torbjorn's also handed 2 more rings instead of engagement rings. One with the initials MS on it, Myron Sage, and the other with TF on it, Torbjorn Pharaoh.
Oh.
Oh?
Yeah, my bad. I completely glossed over that in my little paragraph. My bad.
That's on the video.
Oh, on Xavier's video?
There's-
I mean, it depends
Zai-
on whether or not
Zai,
Logan's
check-
going to share it, so...
Zai, check our DMs real quick.
Hey, Logan, I know what's on that video.
Porn, isn't it?
Oh, pretty damn close.
Oh my god.
Mason also has a copy of that video.
I'm gonna sneakily look at the video, I guess.
oh, Torb's absolutely watching.
Victor's just hugging Keonch right now. They're
There is
not
one
even-
more.
they're probably like not
Jorge,
even
Jorge, I am going to discuss that. I'm letting the information sit in.
Yeah, okay, I
first
just
and going through the
I just
video.
wanted to check. Yeah, don't worry.
because while the trial is done, there's one last thing for the session that I want to do. I'm just letting this information go, and I want to give Jack that time. I'm assuming, does this video, like, are you going to write what the content is, and then we'll send it to...
I'll just do it right here.
Oh, okay. You don't care if, like, everyone hears it?
No, it has a thing.
Okay, cool.
Very small. I'm just gonna say that lady kind of inserts herself into the Keonch and Victor hug.
No, Victor. No. Victor pushes Lady away. Doesn't even matter.
Damn.
I'm gonna say that
God.
Fia was standing by the two of them, idly, and she is going to like hold Lady for a moment, and she is going to pull her into a hug, like while crying, and she is going to say, "Kianch needs this for a moment. Please, just let him have it."
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Victor didn't mean to push you. And
Victor
seems like very like shit, but.
Go ahead and do your little video, Xavier, because there's one last thing to happen.
Oh,
You find two videos, but this one is dated a few days ago, and it appears that Xavier somehow restored the video functionality to their monopad at some point during the camp. The video starts with Xavier starting the video. You can tell that this is filmed sometime late at night, near a fire out somewhere in the boonies. Xavier kind of does that. Sits down on a rock away from the video where he says it's been set up, sits down and looks at the camera and goes, "Alright, well, if you're watching this, then either we're looking back on this years later, all in a barrel of laughs, or I'm dead. So, here's hoping it's the first one." And this voice is different than Xavier's normal voice. It's raspier, it's darker, it's lower down. It doesn't have any sort of robotic element to it. Well, things are uncertain here, and any one of us could go at any time. Now you guys know the truth of who I am, and, well, I just thought I'd leave a little memento, because when the time comes, I plan to go down fighting. So, a little something for all of you. Danica, if you see this, it's unfair that I'm saying this now that I'm gone, but I love you, and I have for some time.
Oh, God.
You mean the world to me, and I hope you get through this so that you can live a life you deserve. I know things have been difficult so far. Logan, sorry for that time that I implied that I was going to kill you. I wanted to know if I could trust you, and I didn't. I thought, I guess I thought that was the way to do it, so. You know what the plan is now, and I need you and Torb to do what is necessary to make sure it gets done.
I look at Torb. Nod.
Torbjorn, your stoicism is remarkable, but I worry it isolates you. I'd ask that you talk more, maybe try to make some friends. I know one of you is a mastermind, but I tend to not try. I try to not think about it. So I hope it's not you. Mariah, I didn't really know you that well, but you were very kind to me, and were very. You tried to see some good in me when I was stonewalling you, and I appreciate that. I really do. Eric, God, man, you're fucking weird. You got a good heart, man.
I'm quoting that.
You need to figure. I think you just got to figure yourself out. Take some classes or something, but. Deep down, I know you got a good heart there. Fia, you are perhaps the most brilliant analytical mind that I know. The way you interact with these trials and piecing everything together, it inspires me and inspires awe and not a little jealousy. I wish I was better at what you do. Assuming you're not the mastermind, I know you'll carry these people through to the end, whoever's left. Nathaniel, God, you're a weird little dude, but I love you. You see he perks up, listens as he hears as a noise echoes through the woods. He looks around. I'll check on that in a second. Keep doing your cryptid thing, buddy. If it takes the whole lifetime, I know you'll find Bigfoot. I know you'll find Nessie.
Is Bigfoot in the room?
Bigfoot's not in the room.
Cages? Oh.
And your academic mind inspires awe and wonder inside of me, and you have this childlike curiosity that's unshakable, and in a world with so much darkness, it's good to have a bit of light, you know? Mason?
Daniel's demeanor has completely changed hearing this, by the way.
Mason? You just fucking get it, man. You get it. And you know what? You're a goddamn hero. I'm gone now, so they're gonna need a hero. That's you, buddy.
Mason breaks down. He is fully sobbing on the floor right now.
Lady, I gotta admit, I kind of liked being a French motherfucker for a day and just being a bitch with you. It brought some joy. I get why you like it. We don't get along, but you're a good person. I think. I hope. Maybe you're the mastermind. I hope. You know what? If this is your fault, go fuck yourself. But otherwise, you're doing great. And Kianch. Actually, we'll come back to you, Kianch. Victor. Oh, Victor. God. Everybody wants to fuck you, Victor. You know that, right? Like, everyone here wants to fuck you. They keep talking about it behind your back and to your face. It's weird. Like, but I think you're a good man. You seem to get distracted and can be a little self-important at times, but you're a doctor. I'm a doctor. Fundamentally, you've chosen to use your talents to save lives and help people, and if you want to fuck around, I don't give a shit. You're helping people, man. And finally, the thief. Kianch. I thought I had you pinned, little man. You were in it for yourself. You were a loner and didn't know how to talk to people, so acted like you didn't want to. But then you found me in the woods. You said, don't lose hope, or whatever. And I thought to myself, God, I guess I got it wrong. Maybe being in my high tower all the time, I can miss the little things. Like you, short stack.
It's because he's short!
Logan says that out loud while watching this video.
I'm laughing a little bit. I'm laughing through the tears.
Kianch, I see it. Mason sees it. We all fucking see it. You and Victor have a thing for each other. and you gotta pursue it.
They're like,
Everyone
"Oh,
sees this, by the way. Everyone's watching this video.
The second video should autoplay after this.
Lady, I assume Lady is freaking out right now because she's into Victor. I don't care.
At this point, they're still hugging, right?
Yeah, they're still hugging.
Nathaniel looks over
No
Victor.
shot. Yeah, no
I
shot.
think when he heard his name, he's still like tears are still there, but he kind of like looked toward it and he's listening. So he's listening.
They're still hugging though.
Sorry, you guys know
Still
the
hugging,
emoji that was made of me with my face? That's what Nathaniel looks like looking at Victor right now. He had no fucking idea. Like,
Lady is dead silent and looking at the floor.
Wait, you like Victor? No, I'm kidding.
Go ahead, keep going.
And you know, I learned one thing while I was here, and I learned a lot. But if I learned one thing, it's that the thing that makes us human more than anything else is love. So maybe you're not right for each other, but I say give it a chance. Well, I guess that's about it. You know the plan. Try to do it if you can, but just stay alive, because hell, we're ultimates. We're all going to change the world in ways we can't imagine. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go find my love. He goes and he gets up, and you hear him click off the camera.
I sent that video to the chat. We all have it. I'm not keeping it for myself.
Can the next video autoplay?
Yeah, and the next video autoplays.
God damn it.
And it's the video
you see it taken from the bottom of the lake. Xavier is recording a conversation between Mason and Victor, where Victor insists that they don't have any feelings for Hyunch, but it is completely unbelievable, and Mason continues to press them for quite some time until eventually Mason just drops it to be polite.
Wow.
Mason, tears in his eyes, looks over to Hyunch, and he just goes, like, he's still sobbing. He just goes, if you want a better angle of that video, I have it. And he like like through the tears.
I'd like to mention that in the video taken from the bottom of the lake, you can see from the camera shaking occasionally Xavier holding his hand over Monokuma's mouth, who is attempting to sing, while Xavier's going, shh, shh.
Hyunch is absolutely lost for words. He has nothing to say. He's just like, he's not even crying anymore. He's just confused.
Yeah, Victor also on the same page.
yeah, Nathaniel, I think, is like so confused. He had no idea this was going on. She was like, what? And like he looks at Mason and passes out.
Okay, Zai, can I make an athletics check to fucking catch Nathaniel before he falls?
Fine. I thought it'd be funny if he just falls.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna attempt not to let him. So we'll
He's
see.
like, Mason!
Pass. So I catch Nathaniel, still sobbing, by the way. Mason's in a bad way right now. I just want to, yeah.
God, I wish I could have said things that had happened right before the trial, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
God.
Torb looks over at Logan and says, I guess we should talk then.
Yes, we definitely need to talk.
How do you like that for a character death, motherfuckers?
I knows you again.
It was the best time. It was perfect. It was perfectly timed.
It was
As this happened,
perfectly timed.
Monokuma is like,
Well, I hope you've all had fun at camp. Because now it's time to go back to the boat.
gas fills the room, knocks all you fuckers out.
Except for Nathaniel, who was already knocked out.
Who's already knocked out. Monokuma's already dragging him away. Like, he's already gotten started. He's pulling you by your hair, by the way. he just goes, bonk.
Nathaniel.
Anyway, you guys wake up what feels like a long time after, all of you on the outer deck of the boat. You're back on the cruise. Everything looks the same as when you last left it. Something a little crazy, weirdo, kooky.
There's an ice rink. Tell me
As
this
you
thing.
all are waking up, one of you starts screaming, and you turn and look at Fia
Roselia's in labor, isn't
on the
she?
ground.
She's pregnant.
Her water just broke.
Oh, fuck.
Monokuma comes out of one of the doors and is like, "Oh fuck," and does the same medical tent that they did around Danica when she got injured.
Xavier would be
And
Mason,
hold on.
He's floored.
Yeah. So you guys are still waking up and recovering, but you are fully aware what's going on.
thing outside of
A bit of time later,
the hub speak.
Monokuma opens the gigantic tent that's on and allows everyone to come inside. Fia is wrapped under a blanket. There's a towel on her forehead. And in her arms are two children. I need these characters to roll for me. And tell me just the base number you get for rolling a D100. I need
Juniper and Dagwood.
I need Mason Goldberg and Victor Castro to roll.
Oh my god, are we both? Are we each a father?
I need you to roll.
Juniper and Dagwood.
Sorry,
Come
can I
on.
come
Roll.
back into the game and play
Wait,
Dagwood?
what dice am I rolling a D20?
Roll a D100 and tell me what the number is.
90.
33.
Cool. Congratulations, Victor Castro. Your child is a daughter, and Mason Goldberg has a son. Monokuma pulls out like blood work things, showing everyone who these children are. Monokuma is also going to pull out one other thing. It's this weird, like, megaphone-looking device with like weird colors around the ring of it, and like it has the label memory light on it. He's going to point it at Mason and fire. Mason's eyes white out completely. And you hear him gasp from what he sees. I'm sending it to you. Tell me if you want to share this. Just give like a yes or no if you want to share this to the class.
Since when was she pregnant?
Yeah. Yes.
Long time.
Reminded it. 9 months.
For a long time.
About
There have
9 months,
been
I know.
signs here and there.
I have known, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Several characters
Yeah.
found out. Fia's obviously known the longest. Like, that's telling us up.
I found
But-
out of character.
Yes.
Yeah.
By someone.
Wait, okay, I have a question.
I don't know if this question's gonna really change anything.
As Fia is like there with the children, she like looks at them and like looks mortified. Like it's a mix of like a contorted mix of affection and agony as she looks at these children.
You hear a whisper on the wind.
Does that make sense, Jessica? In your like the thing I typed out is what your memory is, not what you are currently thinking.
Okay.
Do you want me to say the memory or no?
No, I am going to keep this to myself for now.
Cool.
Damn. Can I
That's the real ending of
Mason, I want Mason is like he's not, he's probably like on the floor like just he probably looks exactly like I do right now, just like he has no
Victor's probably just looking off into space, probably holding Kia on his shoulder.
Thank you.
Damn. Zai, can I do a story thing? Or,
Oh, what's up?
I want to go to my room and go in my desk and pull out the little drawer and pull out a little flash drive and just look at it, and then just cut.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Fun.
All right,
Fun.
buddy boy.
Fun.
Oh, I can tell you guys the other rooms that are added. There's 3.
Oh,
one of them's like a long,
I see.
like takes up one large rectangular part. This time, the stairwells lead down where there's a stairwell straight through the center of the ship, and then like the things on the side. One side is an entire room. The other side is 2 rooms. One side, one character is gonna love very much. Logan Vix. It is the arcade of all arcades. Every possible video game thing you can think of is there, from VR to PlayStation to an Atari to fucking Pac-Man on the original machines. It's the
Do they have a
gamer.
Neo Geo?
Fucking gamer.
Do they have Metal Slug on the Neo Geo?
They have everything in it, including games created by, and it says it on the cover, Chiaki Nanami.
Oh.
With animations helped by,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, look at
What about the other rooms?
Oh, he's gonna burst the blood vessel because they dissed his waifu.
What about the other rooms? Curious.
One of the other rooms is a kendo arena. And the last room is a workshop. A mechanics workshop.
Oh. Fuck yeah!
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear workshop.
I mean,
Build a bitch.
More like build a robot army.
This ain't build a bitch, Kionch. Anyway.
My man doesn't even like women. What an eventful time we've had. We appreciate this.
We do.
So
Named up PNG.
Zai, I have a question about that memory.
I mean, if you don't want people to know, I would suggest
No,
typing
it's not a thing that I need to type. It's just like, do I remember what Mason was feeling in that memory?
Oh, absolutely. Like everything about this memory you get back.
Okay.
It's not just like you see, like, have this out of body experience of seeing yourself. You feel everything. You experience it again.
Okay.
Zai, Xavier left a certain something out under a certain someone's bed. Can I have that person go find it? Like in the ship.
I can't remember.
It's nothing important. It's just flavor stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Victor, I don't know how much later you go back to your room.
Only immediately.
You see something poking out from under your bed and an ornate wooden box.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna open that.
You see, made out of the fangs of the spider cryptid, a ornate set of surgical tools, along with a small note that says, "From the Tin Man."
Oh, fuck you! You guys are just.
It says, "Thanks for the advice from the Tin Man."
No!
You're the worst, Jack. You're the worst.
Victor's gonna grab it, close it, put it on the bed, and just start crying.
God, you guys are the worst.
Gianchuan with you. You're not leaving yourself.
Zai has been saying stuff to me like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get you guys so depressed." Zai doesn't understand that this is my shit.
Why do you think I wanted to do this campaign? This shit's fun for me.
Me and Dai both have the evil DM where we just making our players cry because it's good.
I saw my whole ass
Steven, when he
flashing.
broke down when he thought that Keonch was the killer was my favorite part of this trial.
I saw that. I saw Keonch.
That was amazing, dude.
No, I was like, oh fuck, it's me.
Dude, you literally look nauseous.
Yeah, that wasn't even acting. That was real.
You guys are gonna see it in the video. You can see the moment that I realized that the killer is me. A smile creeps across my face.
Yes. I saw that too. I was watching. I was like, oh man, this is good.
Can I say, Zai threw me the fuck off earlier. He mentioned like, better prepare to lose your favorite character. And immediately I'm like, oh shit, it's Xavier. And he goes, wait, Xavier's your favorite? This motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but I'm really happy that Logan's not dead because I was so scared.
Yeah.
Can I give Xavier backstory stuff? Can I give Xavier backstory stuff now, or is that hushy?
Any backstory that you have isn't related to the story that is like unknown. So yeah.
Great. Xavier was born 4 months premature, with several malformed limbs. They were kept in incubation for a long time by parents who only occasionally visited. One day, the doctor, who we never got to figure out the name of that doctor, but the doctor who worked most on keeping Xavier alive and like stayed up late nights trying to figure out how to keep this baby alive, noticed the baby looking at them intensely and blinking. And after some time, they realized that the baby was trying to communicate. And a cryptographer was brought in that decrypted that the baby had created a language similar to Morse code through blinking and was communicating that I am alive, please keep fighting for me. Eventually, I don't know how much later, they met with a roboticist who they became attached to that gave them their first working appendages. And through those, and using their abilities, they quickly developed a fascination for robotics and working on robotics. Their parents saw them more as a tool to bring more revenue and fame to the family than as a child, and the most of the love they received was from the doctor who saved them, the roboticist who trained them, and a sibling whose Zai did not let me know who was. Which means probably one of you guys.
It's not a blood relative. It's an adoptive sibling of whom you spent a lot of time with, that doctor with, who is now also dead.
Yeah, the doctor's dead.
No, the sibling.
Oh, the sibling's dead.
You and Myron.
Oh, great. Of course.
Yeah, I figured it was Myron.
Yeah.
Sounds like Myron.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop the recording, by the way.
I'm still recording, but Xavier...
Recording stopped.
Xavier went on to found a weapons arms company and developed weapons for various military organizations around the world and basically created a military-industrial complex. Had a bit of a crisis of humanity later on and decided to start using some of their weapons to create a bit of a superhero persona for them, where they had this robot going out, fighting despair, stopping crime, stopping petty theft, stuff like that throughout the world, until eventually they got an invitation to Hope's Peak. They thought they could use the resources and the connections there to help further their goals, and that's as much of their backstory as I know.
Damn.
Interesting.
The Torb is just gaining and losing family left and right here.
You're welcome.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Same with Logan.
Yeah.
That wedding photo is one of my favorite, like, little moment things. Like,
Oh. So Tati, how we feeling? Hey sis.
Oh, you guys
What's up?
want, by the way, you guys want to see Xavier's stat blocks?
I knew it though.
I knew it too. I knew it too.
Sure.
Like,
The moment that Zai asked me if Araya was Indian, I knew it.
yeah, yeah.
your guys' stories were very similar, and I was like, oh, I knew after hearing what Keonch was, I was like, I'm gonna do a fucking sibling arc with him, but I was like, so on the fence about the person that I was like initially gonna do, and then you started talking about Araya, and I was like, oh, a sibling that ran away because they weren't living up to expectations. Usually kids who are thieves have to live on their own because they ran away from home. So I started putting it together.
Bro, when Zai hit me up like, hey, So, like, did you ever work out this part of your backstory? I was like, what's going on?
Well, that's why it's so funny that like that thing where she grabbed your face. I messaged both of you at the exact same time and said, you don't know why, but this person looks familiar to you.
First stat block is Xavier Alexander the human. Second stat block is Xavier Alexander the robot.
Holy hell, dude!
Yeah, so each day I would have him choose between intelligence and strength mode, which is why during the one investigation with Keon, he sucked so fucking bad, is because he was on strength mode. Or no, intelligence mode, sorry. So when he went to throw you, he couldn't, so he like threw you straight down.
That's hilarious.
It was so funny, dude.
Someone really said 99.
I'm pretty sure Jack literally just messaged me "fuck" before he rolled.
Yeah. No, I think my exact words were, uh-oh.
Yeah. It was so good.
Silly.
So goofy.
Jessica, can I request that you draw that wedding picture?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Damn, that's like everybody in the whole campaign. You guys asking her to draw fucking like.
Well, everyone +1, which it's going to be hard to draw without that character information.
What
So
I can do is I can focus on Danica and Xavier, and then Corb in the middle is the priest.
I would just draw that. I would just draw that.
Hey, Jessica, if you want the like colored references for that extra character, I can totally send them.
I would wait because that character's going to come up.
Hey, don't fill me with fear, fucker.
I'm going to draw, and I welcome anyone else who's better at art to also draw. Human Xavier and Danica meeting each other in the world beyond.
Oh.
No.
You know what you should also add to that?
What?
The ring girl Giselle.
For sure.
Ring girl Giselle.
Can you guys guess who the flower boy was?
Logan.
No. No.
Nathaniel.
It's the other one of the trio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He swung around, dropping literal full fucking bouquets worth on everybody, to the point that like Danica's like, knock it off. Like,
you guys know that meme that pops up whenever a person that like everyone likes dies, where it's like Harambe and like Steve Irwin who's like, welcome my child.
Yes.
Like I want to draw just that, but with the people who are dead so far. Welcome.
Somebody edit them into the clouds.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
When you brought up a meme when people die, I was thinking of Crab Rave.
Hey.
I'm gonna need someone to kill Torbjorn next.
Hey, Steven, you know how you pinned the Chad Xavier will never fall to despair? They never did.
Yeah.
It's true.
I want to say how funny it was of kill wife gone.
Think about wife.
Think about wife.
Right.
It's funny because these two characters went out fighting.
Yeah.
Fuck! You guys are awful. It's Zai and Jack. I
know! That's the best part!
Yeah! I even changed my background!
It's the two motherfuckers who enjoy it the most!
Yeah! Zai, tell me the whole fucking story now so I can lore
Oh, that's right. I can tell you more story things. You will probably not understand like a fraction of it because it's Danganronpa related, but like, I mean, you'll get the general thing.
Yeah. I won't say anything. I will just say, based off of what I hear about the story, whether or not I think you fuckers are gonna get it.
You know what? No word reaction. I will tell you who the mastermind is.
Cool.
Right now?
Oh my god, shut up.
I typed your mom.
You did type your mom?
Okay.
Guys, no, Guy's not lying.
So someone random gets my 3 remaining mono coins, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I've already pretty much determined who gets them.
Should have done that. Should have done a vibe check.
Yeah.
Didn't think I was gonna die. Really didn't think I was gonna die.
I mean, 3 people have been vibe checked so far, I think, so.
Can I say who I vibe checked?
Yeah, you can say.
Now that the thing is done, yes.
Okay, I vibe checked Torb. It was Greenheart, so.
Oh, thank God! The entire time I was thinking, if it's Torb, we're fucked.
Can anyone hear me?
Keonch and Victor Greenheart.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Jorge.
Hear ya.
Okay, because you couldn't hear me before, and I said like 10 things, and no one.
Yeah, no, we couldn't hear that stuff before.
I was so sad.
Not hear any of it.
Torb is Greenheart. Did you say
Yeah.
Keonch Greenheart?
Keonch and Victor were also green hearts.
Who fact checked me? I'm curious. I want to know. I think it'd be funny.
Didn't
You
Adrian
did?
fact check Keonch?
Hey.
Awesome.
1, 2,
And I vibe checked Victor.
Yeah, I vibe checked Torb. So congrats, Torb. You're not the mastermind.
So it's not Nathaniel, Keonch, Victor, or Torb.
I gotta be real. I'm not convinced that a green heart means you're not the mastermind. It just means that you're a normal student.
I concur.
So I don't necessarily think that, because I don't think Zai
I
would
think
have.
being the mastermind makes you not a normal student.
Yeah.
I don't think that Zai would have implemented something, because I mean at this point there's 10 of us and we've completely cleared 3. You know?
4.
No, 4.
4.
No, so yeah, Torb, Keonch, and Victor.
And
Nathaniel.
And Nathaniel.
Oh, okay, and Nathaniel.
Wait, I don't believe Keonch has been cleared. Who cleared Keonch?
I thought it was Adri. Is that not?
No,
right?
Adri cleared Nathaniel.
Adri cleared
Okay.
one person. That's why I'm confused. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say only
Cleared
3
Keonch.
people. Like I said, 3 people have been cleared.
That's why I was confused. Okay, so then it's my mistake. Keonch has not been cleared. It's Nathaniel who has been cleared.
Yes.
Yeah, I was asking who cleared me.
Yeah, that's all.
I thought
was
that
confused.
was new
I was
information
literally
we were
looking
getting
through
now.
Discord chats, like, what?
I thought that was new information that we just got, so I was just like, yeah,
Oh,
why
hey
not?
guys.
Of course, Keonch.
Hey guys, I promise I'm not the mastermind.
I don't believe you, bro.
Yeah, you said that last time.
Yeah.
Hey. I mean, yeah, I did.
Yes.
You said that last time, and I caught you, like, I caught you fucking red-handed, too. You were sitting there with your fucking level 20 character sheet.
I forgot.
motherfucker.
I know.
I forgot to say one thing in the video. Xavier turns during the field part and goes, by the way, name the kids Juniper and Dagwood.
Wait, you didn't know. You did not know back then, I don't think, right?
Xavier figured it out a while ago, but he wouldn't have said, he wouldn't have said that anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Ophelia, guys.
Anyways, Fia.
Can Xavier actually give one more piece of information in
Yeah.
the video?
Okay.
There's someone among us. There's
Among us?
we know that I'm a traitor, and I think Danica is also a traitor, but there's someone else, a helper or something. I don't know what it means, but I know there's a helper.
You know what? Because Xavier mentioned that, because he figured it out, I will give you one more thing.
Oh.
That is... Oh, fuck. I forgot that Xavier knew that.
Extra info.
Let me give you guys one more thing, then.
Wait, a helper as in a person helping the mastermind?
Yes.
That all it says is helper. All
we
it
know
says
is
is helper. It does
know.
not define what that means. There is a note that is crumbled up that Monokuma will give to you guys, but we'll read it out loud before doing so because he wants everyone to hear this. You know what you have to do. Get it done. Get it done quickly and get out as soon as you can. And it is written to Eric.
Oh.
Yeah, no
The
shit.
name that signed it is crossed out, clearly by Monokuma. Hey Alice, did you wake up from your nap?
I'm back. Hello.
Oh, buddy. It's out so much that we can't
Man,
see any letters.
You missed it. We just figured out who the mastermind is.
Oh, fuck.
It's you.
It's you, bitch.
Yeah.
Shit.
Of course you couldn't be the killer. You're the one who set up everything.
Exactly. That's why.
That's the only reason I had to die.
The mastermind is Myron.
No, it's Myron's cane. Come on.
Myron's cane is busted, by the way.
Guys, we beat the mastermind!
Oh my god!
Let me go through some of the things in the trial just to like clarify some like whatever. It's like not that big of a deal, but I just want to like explain what happened. First off, all the tech is fucking like destroyed. Like Mason's dog is kaput, Torbjorn's bird is kaput, the hover boots and the whip are kaput.
I'll never get to tell them. God damn it! Fuck you.
Not all the tech, Zai.
Yeah. Well, the tech that Danica had is destroyed. yeah, your pad was not taken, so you still have it. But this is the order Danica helped people. Very first, obviously, was Xavier. Like, you guys saw that happen.
Yeah.
Then she helped Lady. To which, hold on, let me pull up the funny little thing that Danica said to you. Because it was, like, she said what was it? Fuck. Something Queen. Live Long Queen. And she grabbed her hand and, like, squeezed it. Like, she did that thing where you take the hand and you, like, squeeze it once. Like a little hand hug.
Yeah.
Did that to Lady. Because she wasn't going to squeeze you with a robot hand. She didn't want to hurt you. Torbjorn was the next one that she saved, and she protected him from being shot by Mono Gray Grayson. He was literally the one, like a walking turret of just clack, 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 clack. And then... Did she say anything to you? I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I'm sorry, I just thought of something that Xavier could have said that would have been really funny. Like, the moment, like, right before he lunged at Monokuma, and, like, Monokuma, like, looks down at him, like, smiling, he just says, "You know I have to try."
Oh, that would have been great. After Torbjorn, Danica protected Mason, from Mono PC, who was hurling funny little boulders. And then she looks at Mason before flying away and says, "We're even, bitch," and winks. That is in direct reference to the memory of you saving her from the fire.
And that was her reasoning for going to Hope's Peak.
Yeah, she got what she wanted from Mason.
Fuck!
The next person she saves was Araya, who we saw did a little something naughty. And Mono Myron jumped up and snatched her out of the tree. But yeah, Danica saved you, and when she did, she said to you, "Live for your brother."
Stop it.
And then she stabbed Mono Myron and flew him away from you.
Hey now.
After Araya, ironically, was Keonch, which we know what happened with that. And then after the Keonch was Logan, which she pushed you out of the way of the flamethrower, and because she flew toward you, that's when she took the hit from the arrow.
Were you okay? Question: were you targeting me, or was it random?
Targeting? Oh.
Raya targeting me, or was it?
Random? For murder?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that would be revealed. No, she wasn't aiming for you. She was aiming for the other one. She was aiming for the person she actually hit. The only reason that Fia had time to introduce the antidote, by the way, is because Keon blunted the arrows.
Yeah.
So he indirectly helped save her life.
Wait, why didn't I get a chance to fight back?
Against the arrow?
Yeah.
Because it was fired from across the forest.
No, but I mean, like, why wouldn't I have had a chance to dodge the arrow if I'm running through a forest? If she's across the forest, she could have very easily dodged. Why didn't I have a chance to avoid it?
Oh, you mean like a roll to avoid the arrow?
Yeah, like, why would it have been contingent? Like, why did I automatically get hit, is my point.
Because your role wasn't to fight not getting hit by the arrow, your role was to counteract the poison. The reason she hit it is because Araya is pretty much a dead shot.
I see, okay.
Like, she could hold up to a funny little ultimate sniper from the other campaign. So the role was more based on counteracting the poison, because the arrow wasn't going to do jack shit to you. It was the fact that it was poisoned.
Yeah.
Right, so Logan, and then after Logan, she actually protected Eric. Yeah, so the order of injuries, by the way, was the slash mark was first. Then she was poisoned. Then she was bitten. Because the poison and bite happened pretty quickly after each other. because both of those were involved with protecting Logan. And then she was burned when protecting Eric, because the fire had spread across the forest, and she was following it to see if like anyone was in like danger. And because she was poisoned and also flying slow from the jetpack thing, she only had time to throw the shield to protect Eric. She also said in front of Eric, two things. The first thing was she takes the shield back, looks at the jetpack, frowns when looking at it, and says, "I thought I had more time," indicating she knew about the injury to the jetpack. Then the second thing she says before flying off is looks back at Eric and says, "Eric, please fulfill your mission," and flies away. Then she protected Fia, and we know how that one went down.
Eric's gonna save all of us, guys. Eric is
the hero of the story.
Fia, so what happened afterwards was she flew the core out. She actually used the core to destroy those two monocups that went flying into the cabin. The explosion didn't burn her. The explosion, though, that's why there was ash along the one part of her. Like where the arrow got blown up. Where the pieces of the arrow fell were to indicate that the explosion happened near the center forest. And then she was flying towards the lake, crash landed. Torb's bird was formatted on her face so that she could dive underwater. It was like a mask, because she was trying to get to the eye. So it was just like the order of things, but like everything else was like very spot on. Which there was a lot of nonsense.
The three things I love most about this trial were, of course, what would kill Xavier in the end, and kill Danica, was Xavier wanting to be a hero.
Yeah. No, it was so good.
It felt perfect.
I'm really happy that we finally defeated the Danganronpa trend of Chapter 3 being the worst, and instead Chapter 3 being like one of the best.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite chapter by far.
Joy has to go.
I love you all. That was a great
I'm so sorry for what I had to do.
Now it's just me.
I'm also hopping off, so good night.
Alright, good night, man.
Hi, I would request we move to Discord, because isn't it that like the video starts exporting or something like after the call finishes?
Oh, so it starts saving. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that.
Alright.
Awesome.
I'm hopping Discord. Bye.
Hello. Wasn't this?
The other things I loved about this trial were the execution, because I don't think Xavier would fall for that being Danica, but I think that Xavier would know that this was the end of the road and take the hand anyways.
Yeah, it was more about the emotional manipulation than it was about being tricked.
Yeah. And third, and I know I'm just patting myself on the back here, but I love Xavier basically signing their own death warrant by giving their own testimony against themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jack, you were very adamant about that. About doing that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it does. It worked. It worked very well.
I imagine Monokuma basically asked Victor to do it, and it's like Xavier and Victor didn't want to do it, had a moment of and Xavier just steps forward and does it themselves.
I like the Logan beat of, and then fade to black when he pulls out the fucking flash drive and then just gone fade to black.
I have so many people that I'm like, grabs you, free time now.
Dude.
It is.
Me and Torb need to talk.
Grabs Torb, grabs Araya, and grabs Victor. You.
Fucking Fia, we need to have a chat.
Dog. Araya gotta meet me in the fucking kendo arena.
Let me find a certain.
Wait, why Araya?
She tried to kill me.
Oh, so true.
Let me find a certain quote.
Hey, Mason, who did you try to kill? Do you want to say it? Obviously, the characters don't know themselves, but do you want to tell us players?
You didn't.
Yes,
You
and I'm going to give his justification for it as well. So obviously I failed my despair check. Zai told me to kill, so I had when I failed my despair check, I said Mason would not kill. I want to make that very clear. This was not something that I wanted to actively do. This was Zai told me Mason was the killer. He needed to make an attempt. So Mason tried to kill Xavier.
Meaning, if Mason succeeded, Danica would be alive.
Yeah. And it was more of like in his mind, he was, okay, Xavier is a very close friend of his, so it's not like he wanted to like actively kill Xavier. It was more of like, life is something that Mason holds very sacred, and his justification for it is that it's Xavier's robot body, not his human body.
We did establish it would still count as a kill, though.
I'm aware. And it was more of like Mason was very worried about the whole traitor thing, so he would put a stop to the robot body without actually killing Xavier himself and protect. That was like the rationale behind.
I almost died to the plant eating thing.
Yes,
or the
so
human
did
eating
Thea.
plant.
I was like,
I for a second I thought it was gonna be me that you were targeting, and I would have been like, ah.
Yeah, no, I was like 3 people almost got killed. 4, because Danica too. 4 people almost got killed by the man-eating plant. Because I was like, I was like, how would you want to kill? And I was like, well, I still have that man-eating plant. And he was like, you just want to set it loose in the woods? And I was like, yeah.
Anyone who was affected by it was directly based on where they went through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if you notice, it's the people who were in the west side who were attacked. Yeah.
It's like it's one of those things where it's like I wanted to like if I succeeded, I wanted to get away with it, and I was like pretty sure that no one knew I had that, so it would. Be difficult.
I almost failed the check to get away from the plant.
Mm-hmm.
It was really close.
I think it's funny that like partway through the trial, I just text Sai like, "It's me, isn't it?" Fuck. Because in that moment, I really fucking thought like.
I think the best part of this trial is that the killer didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was the most confident person that it wasn't me.
No, a lot of people thought it was you just because it would have been such a big story element.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been a great story beat.
I was just thinking, like, I was just like, I didn't...
No, I'm glad it's not me.
The murder attempt I succeeded against was the plan. I don't see how that would have killed Danica.
I'm glad it's not me because, me trying to write a death speech just was basically me smashing the keyboard and going, I have nothing to say.
I had a death speech prepared. I was gonna go up to Xavier, tell him the location of the flash drive I pulled out, and be like, finish my fight.
I see.
It's so funny to me how many people were afraid.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared at all. I wasn't scared.
I think it's so funny that Victor was like, share the fucking evidence about the fucking like the jetpack, because I was in character, I was about to go, you know what, it doesn't matter, just vote me.
Well, it's so funny when you selected to be the one to go to the campfire, I cackled because I was like, this is the one piece of evidence that pushes it that it wasn't you, because everything else is like, oh well, she died from internal hemorrhaging from that cut on her side, so like, who caused it? You.
Yeah.
I really thought it was Kianch until the last second.
That's what sucks about this kill is it's.
And if we didn't
it's
know
not
about
the
that,
thing that caused the injury.
And if we didn't know about that, everyone but me would have died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God I have a high perception on Kianch, because.
Yeah. I think it would be funny if it ended here that way.
The highest will stat. My will stat is 99, motherfucker.
I think it's very funny that like it would have been hilarious actually if it ended here.
I would have been.
I want you to know. Wait, should we roll despair or roll to add despair or whatever?
Why would
Bro, I don't need to roll. Mason's ready to jump off the boat.
Because someone died, right? Don't we add despair for that, or?
Didn't we already add it for this chapter?
True.
By the way, what's fun is that I literally is that the robot always had a despair of 99 and Xavier always had a despair of 1. So
Yeah.
So I was just told you just don't have to roll the despair checks. Just fake them.
It's part of the reason I made you the traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Otherwise, it would be a guaranteed you have to kill, or a guaranteed you pretty much never will. So instead, I was like, no, you're just going to be my backup. If someone else keeps fucking up, you're my default. Yeah. Oh, now that you're dead, I can say. So the rule, which obviously is now actually in effect, the whole second thing about people fighting back and being able to survive, in the second attempt, like, for example, for NBC, if he fought back, he was given the option to fight back and not kill. Because if that happened, Xavier would be forced to kill.
Now we have to fight back and kill.
Now you have to, because there's no traitor, so someone has to die.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that was like a thing. It only really came up with NBC, because in the first one, like, things progressed. But yeah, NBC had the option, and he said, "Nah, I'm gonna die."
Oh, you guys want to see the Xavier kill list?
Yes! Zai, I just want to say that what you just said about NBC, that is the most Zay reaction I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, that is my brother to a T.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll just die.
I fucking love Zay, he's so funny. I like that guy.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Zai, you fucked up. Now you don't have your favorite character anymore.
No, now Logan's his favorite character.
Nah.
He got a whole tier list.
Yeah, Zaya's his tier list.
What?
Zai, I want you to make a tier list of who your favorite characters are.
As in Zai Reed's personal favorites?
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't even make a tier list. I'll just put it in number order. Give me a couple minutes, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
No!
But if you make a tier list, then we get
Zai, we'll never get to do the
emojis.
scene! We'll never get to do the scene! Where Xavier sings!
Yeah, no, you will.
Jack,
for any time that I can get a big free time with like several people going, I want you to be there for it.
Cool.
I really thought you were about to sing in that video.
You don't know this character, Xavier. I have a plan for what Logan has. Those of you who know Danganronpa, you know Alter Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to Alter Ego, also known as Jack.
I'm
He's your version of Alter Ego. His AI will be around, but not fully accessible. There'll be certain times when you can't access it, because if Monokuma finds out, he'll try to kill him. So
don't fall in love with anyone. We don't want a fucking Hifumi death.
Yeah.
None of us are fucking angry.
No! Damn it! Kyoch! I became friends with you and then I died!
Oh my god!
God damn it! God damn it!
Why didn't you say you hated me, bro? Why didn't you say you hated me?
The moment on the log! Oh my god!
I just want to say, Jack, that you yelled so loud your mic kept cutting out and it was completely incoherent, and it's fucking funny.
No, I said I became friends with you and then I died. Why didn't you say you hated me? No!
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry about that, King. That's
cool.
my bad.
Nah,
that's my bad.
Nah, it's cool, it's cool.
Hey, Logan, you're next.
The curse continues.
This was a pretty old list. I think there was a newer one, but this was back when you guys said make the list. This was the list.
Wait, where'd you put it?
I put it in the tier
That's
list.
so cute.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be left to right.
Okay.
Ooh, that was pretty low. I like that.
I love it.
Only because we're important to the plan.
Great.
True. Very true.
I'm surprised at how low Fia is, considering how much of a freak she is.
You were good. Xavier recognized you were good in trials.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true.
Personally, Xavier didn't really care for you at this point, but was like, you're good in trials.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I understand.
I think there was a more recent one, but I can't find it.
Yeah,
You can just make a new one.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't put two and two together,
the flash drive is the alter ego thing. Duh. I've been working since the first chapter to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Monokuma wasn't going to let you do it, or I'm sorry, I wasn't going to let you do it until / if something happened with Xavier.
It was Xavier. Oh.
What is alter ego?
For context, there's someone in the first game who makes a program of themselves that is a fully functional AI capable of like human-esque emotions, and that AI ends up helping them like a lot. It finds them clues about like what's going on, though not the full picture.
Is this an AI of Xavier?
Alter ego is my little bestie.
Yes, so this is an AI of Xavier, so it's not fully Xavier, but it's similar to him.
Oh, I think
Jack is playing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
This is, by the way, when Xavier dashed off into the woods and then came back covered in mud, he was gathering food, medical supplies, and medical texts for Danica and leaving them where they would be found. And he also left a note that read as follows: "You are not alone. You are not abandoned. We have a plan. I'm sorry."
Yeah, Adrian?
What?
Holy shit! I just thought of something.
Oh, sorry, my roommates are cooking in the back, so there's a little bit of noise.
What you got? Oh, you're 10 minutes. Sorry.
Alright, let me.
No, it's me. Just.
Let me make a list if Xavier was still alive. Although he will put himself as though he were dead. The importance of people he considers left. Because this is not how much he likes the person, it's much more how important does he think they are to the plan.
Actually, Jack, I'm gonna text you some stuff about Victor real quick.
Cool. Ooh, I just got a DM.
Zai, please. That would be so funny.
Hold on, I'm typing out my thing.
Okay.
This list has changed significantly.
Of your favorite characters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is this the current one, or is this like an initial?
I'm making my current one. Because initially there were so many characters I was question marked about, I couldn't make a list.
Not mine, though.
From the beginning, though, like Xavier, like I said, like Xavier was my favorite going into this game. Funny man.
Funny Robo Man.
It's and even, I mean, now that we know more about the story, like it's because of those things.
Funny.
Alright.
Where is the current hero?
So, Adri, free time when?
I mean, literally, like.
So free time when?
Yeah.
Free time now?
Right now, but in like.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But like this week for sure.
Oh my god, so cute.
Be cute. I'm forgetting
What can I do?
Bring it in.
I mean, Eric's very forgettable.
Eric.
The people left are Araya, Kianch, Lady, Logan, Mason, Nathaniel, Torb, Victor, Eric, and Fia.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us left.
Yes.
It's so fucked up that Xavier died. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now?
No, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. Oh, actually.
You're welcome.
Wait, so no, I can't know things because I'm a helpful AI now.
Sorry.
It's fine. This is impertinent.
Well, no, Alter Ego isn't allowed to do anything unless he is directly asked to do something.
Oh, cool.
So you don't act on your own. You're basically like
you're Jarvis.
Yeah, you're like someone tells you to do something. You can't just tell them, "Hey guys, this," or like do things on your own. Like, "Hey, I did this while you were gone." Like
But
it needs to be things that
they have all the intelligence and logs of Xavier, correct?
Yes. It's a neural scan. The base is on neural scan of Xavier's brain,
So
which is
it's
incredible.
So debatably conscious.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's heavily modified by Logan, so it's like got a base of Xavier's personality and intelligence and everything, but very controllable.
everyone looking at the tier list.
Like,
It would not pass the Turing test, but it's
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
I don't know. Maybe it could.
Wait, where the tier list? Okay.
I see.
Yeah. Great Grace and Greyback last. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No,
I literally do not fucking care. Like, for the rest of the characters, I care about them. Like, to some extent, I care about them. But I just truly do not care for Gray. He is the first one I put on this list as 17.
Keon's 5th place, not bad. I take it.
I put in a new Logan meme.
Nathaniel.
Wow, you like Nathaniel more than you like Mason, and you. Wow, you fake.
Straight up, yeah.
Yo, what happened to Vane Xavier? Why is he third now?
Things have happened with Victor and Logan. Nathaniel Pig lost. What do you mean?
I got a big drop. I think I was second in the last one. That was a big ass drop.
Yeah. And it's not because I like you less. It's simply because I've learned more about the people above you.
Oh no, I completely agree. I very much like all of the other characters a lot.
Sorry, Victor's very active.
It's not the being active part. It's things about your character and like things that have happened between your character and others. Because when we started this, you were pretty low. I went into this thinking that like if you die, I would be like, okay.
I see.
Like,
I see.
Oh no, Leon. I think that's why you had such a big jump, because I didn't think much of your character. And then you showed me that your character had a shit ton of depth, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, don't worry. He's deceptively superficial.
I feel like Logan's always kind of been high in your list, as I.
Yeah.
Yes. Logan did not adjust much.
I mean, Logan's just one of the strongest characters in the campaign.
I like characters like Logan. He's the Hagakure type, and Hagakure was my favorite in the first game. Like, it's the character I love the most. He's so goofy and dumb and funny, and like
Xavier's gonna come back.
I love him.
Xavier's gonna come back to number 1, even though he's dead.
Alter ego Xavier is gonna find a way.
No, okay. For real though, the fucking like Xavier's last moments. Holy shit!
Oh, sorry.
I want to be real. In the first chapter, NPC was right there at second place. Like, I'm gonna punch down your door and take first place, baby. Saya just always finds a way to elevate characters.
Gone too soon.
Dude, if NPC was around right now, shit would be so funny.
It's like the Jeb Bush meme. It's like, if NPC were here, this be a fixed up town.
Dying when he did is actually one of the funniest things ever. Like I'm gonna be real. Like, NPC being one of the first people to go is so fucking funny that I could not imagine like what would happen if he was here.
But also, like, the way he went out, the fact that he knew what was going on with that blunt, and he went, eh.
I know, like, it's so funny.
Canonically, he smoked it on purpose. Like, he knew.
Okay, but imagine if it was ruled as a suicide, and like he was the black end, and Myron was like still around. That'd be the funniest.
And Myron was like, "What?"
When it comes down to that, it's like, oh, sorry. Just because you find out someone's trying to kill you and you like let that happen doesn't mean that you you are the because I thought about that too, about like oh, would that mean NPC whatever, and I was like, nah. Like, he found out, that's it. It's the complete opposite of last campaign, where fuck, who was it? Tula, when she purposely fucking went, oh, I know what's going on now, and fucking stepped and killed herself.
Yeah.
Wait, who's Amanda?
His ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Elmea.
Yeah, I assume Victor and Mason gotta talk, huh?
Yeah, Victor and Mason gotta talk to Fia before he talks to Victor.
Yeah.
Does Mason
Especially
need to
because
talk
of
to
what
Logan?
Mason now remembers.
Yeah, Mason is feeling
Did you catch
like
the last part of that, by the way? Did you put something together about that? You can share that part of the memory. You can just share like little bits and pieces. You don't gotta share everything.
I will share the first part of the memory.
I'm
so
not. Yeah, the second part is okay.
No, hey, it's your memory.
I'm excited now that Xavier's dead.
Basically, I got a memory of Mason remembering that Fia cheated on him with Victor. No.
Check the memory. Check the memory. You find out.
Oh, that very close to when. Okay.
Around
So
the time when you canoodled
Yeah.
with Fia to when she would have gotten pregnant with your child.
Yeah.
Victor and her
So-
canoodled, but it was not when you guys were together.
So okay. Yeah. So apparently, the canoodling that got Fia pregnant between Mason and Fia was one of the very first things to happen between them.
Funny. I mean, you did say that Mason, if he got broken up with, would hate fuck someone. So I suppose
He would.
I think, yeah, like, the way I see it also, like, he probably told Mason, like, hey, I just had sex with Victor. Like, we should go. But the reason why wouldn't be, like, oh.
No,
like,
apparently it's you fucked Victor first,
Yes.
and then you got together with me and fucked me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying she would have told you so that we could both get checked for STDs first. That's why she would have told you. It would have been an STD thing, so I don't know if that changes Mason's opinion, but no.
It does a little bit. He's because at first I was thinking like Fia cheated and he would be, and Mason's like a very loyal guy, so he was like, the extreme confliction was like, obviously he doesn't have these memories of being with Fia, but like he had the memory of being hurt.
Yeah.
But I guess now it's more of like, he's still very conflicted, but it's less like he's hurt and angry.
It's more like it's an unfortunate coincidence, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because also, Zai, would Mason be aware of Fia's like status down there?
Here's exactly
Not
what I
right
was
now
told.
because no, he doesn't remember.
In the memory, basically all it says is that at the time we thought you were only pregnant with one baby, so I was worried it could be Victor's, not mine. Now we know obviously there were two, one of each, but at the time we only thought there was one, and I was concerned that it was Victor's and not mine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna end the recording here.
No, you're still recording.